Shriman Mahaganathipathaye Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Very warm welcome for everyone today to Anahata's second online event. And today we are presenting Sri Rama Karnamrutham as a part of our series called Manasa Sanchara Re. And what exactly do we mean by Manasa Sanchara Re is that we are trying to explore that our Bhagyakaras have curated as themes. Many Bhagyakaras, the legendary Bhagyakaras such as Sri Tyagaraja Swami, Dikshitar, Shyama Shastri, and even Sarashiva Brahmendra, Annamacharya Swami, and many more composers have composed multiple songs in different banis and even in different perspectives and styles as well. Sometimes you feel that the compositions of a composer, maybe Tyagaraja Swami's compositions, you might feel that Raga Sudharasa is somewhat related to Moksha Galada, or some people might even feel that Panchashar Pitha Rupini, Nagagandhari, Shivakameshwari of Dikshitar to be related to each other. I find them as well. I don't know how, but I intuitively find these kind of interconnections from one kriti to other kriti, and it might be a philosophical connection, or sometimes it can be some upasana related connection. It can be even about music, or it can be about their emotions. So unraveling or understanding and kind of connecting these dots that our Bhagyakaras have left for us is what I wanted to explore. I wanted to explore kshetra krithis of Dikshitar, and I wanted to explore philosophical questions and philosophical introspections of Tyagaraja Swami, and I wanted to explore Shyama Shastri Swami's emotions, and I wanted to explore whatever our Bhagyakaras have left for us. They have left many things. They composed on kshetras, they have composed on philosophical introspection and even philosophical questions, and they have also composed on emotions. So trying to understand them, trying to connect the dots that our Bhagyakaras have left is something that I wanted to do. And all of this exploration is being done with our mind. We are not going to the kshetra physically. We are not visiting a place physically, but we are visiting it mentally. And that is the reason I wanted to name it Manasa Sanchara Re. The series is Manasa Sanchara Re, where we explore themes created by our Bhagyakaras. And today we are exploring Sri Rama Karnamrutham, which is a great grantha written by Sri Shankaracharya Swami in the language Sanskritam, and it is a very famous grantha as well. The slokas in Sri Rama Karnamrutham are very famous. Some people might not know the name Sri Rama Karnamrutham, but we frequently use these slokas on a daily basis. There are some Mangalacharana slokas, maybe Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnur, Mangalam Madhusudanaha, Mangalam Pundarikaksho, Mangalam Garudadhvajaha, and even slokas like Mangalam Kosalendraya, Mahaliya Gunatmane, and Chakravarti Tanujaga, Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. All these slokas are very much frequently used by us. And some in Vamangasthita Janaki, here we are seeing the Lord of Bhadrachala Rama, and here we see Vamangasthita Janaki, Paripasat Kodanda Dandamtare. But even these famous shlokas come from Sri Rama Karnamrutham. And I feel when I was going through Sri Rama Karnamrutham, and when my music guru, Srimati Vajjala Kameshwari Garu, was teaching me a few krithis of Tyagaraja Swami or Dikshitar, I felt like there is some connection between these krithis. And what kind of a connection it is? It was all intuitive, to be honest. I intuitively felt the connection. I have to connect. Because Tyagaraja Swami also comes from an Advaita Sampradaya, and Dikshitar also comes from an Advaita Sampradaya, and Shankaracharya also comes from an Advaita Sampradaya. So there is some dot that I have to connect from Sri Rama Karnamrutham to a composition of Tyagaraja Swami. And that is when I realized, okay, there is a lot that I have to understand. And today we are not going to explore the Grantham, Sri Rama Karnamrutham, and I am not going to follow the order that is given by Shankaracharya, because that will again take a lot of time. It is a whole big subject. It has a lot of depths in it as an individual subject. So we are trying to connect the dots of slokas, maybe the slokas of Shankaracharya. The dots from Rama Karnamrutham will be the slokas, and the dots from Tyagaraja Swami will be the krithis. So the dots from Dikshitar will be their krithis, and we are trying to connect these krithis and try to make some sense. And today we are going to understand about a little bit, we are going to explore a little bit about Lord Sri Rama with respect to his kshetras and even his life. So we will be now starting with a Ganapati Kriti, which I have composed by myself. It is Vallabha Nayakam in the Raga Shanmukhapriya Rupakatalam. Tadana Tadadina Tadadini Anisham Sri Vallabhanayakam Bhajami Anisham Sri Vallabhanayakam Bhajamuka Janita Pranabhasvarupa Srinatha Vinuta Varanasya Kalarimu Rabujasam Trikona Sitaherambam Sri Varavallabhanayakam Bhajami Anisham Karuna Varna Bhasuram Divijendra Vandidam Varavaradamuurtim Parenyam Swanandaroga Viharam Pragatita Palapradam Ishanadivajitam Ishanadisevitam Varavallabhanayakam Bhajami Anisham Sri Varavallabhanayakam Mapadani Varavallabha Pamadani Varavallabha Sani 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 Dapadani Varavallabha Dani Sani Sani Dapadabama Padani Sani Sani Dabani Dapadabama Dani Sani 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 Gaga Mara Pama Dadi Sani Sani Varavallabha Mavada Pada Papa Mahida Pada Papa Sanida Pada Papa Risani Dari Sada Dari Sani Sa 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 Padama Pada Bhariga Sarida Mapada Paya Mapada Pamanida Pasanida Parisanida Dari Sani 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 Pada Mapada Bhariga Sarida Mapa Dani Varavallabha Rama Papa Padani Padani Kani Nadi Sani
Pada Nida Pada Rama Karnamrutham Sakali Rama Padama Tapa Sani Tapa Sani Tapa Magari Vara Vallabha
Ni da pada ni da pada ni da padama padama sari sari sagari ga sari sama gama sari sa ma pa sari sa da pada sari ni da ni sari sa da ni sa pada ni sa pa sa ni da pada ni da pa ma gari ga ma pada ni da pada ni da ma pada ma pada padama 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 pada ni sari ga ni sani sani Vallabha Nayako Bhajami Harisham Sri Vallabha Nayako. And now we wanted to explore the first sloka of Rama Karnamrutham, where Shankaracharya says, Janati Rama Tava Namaruchim Mahesho. Who knows Rama very well is a very big question, because we are all exploring, we are all trying to understand Rama Tattvam. Rama is Parabrahma, the Supreme Consciousness. And understanding the Parabrahma Tattvam is not easy. And that is the reason we have got Savana Brahmopasana, and then we understand, we have Karma Kanda, we perform rituals, ritualistic understanding, and then we go through Upasana Kanda, where we understand the Parabrahma, we understand, we get his mantra, we get a yantra, and then we get a tantram to understand, and we get to know how exactly to worship Lord Rama. We have a Dhyana Murti of Lord Rama sitting in front of us, and then we meditate upon that Lord Rama. We basically Atma Samarpana, we completely surrender to that Parabrahma, and then we understand the Parabrahma Tattvam slowly. And then from Saguna Upasana, Sagunat Nirguna, we understand the Nirguna Brahma, where Lord is not just restricted to bodily forms. We don't restrict Lord to a body, to a name or something like that. We also say Lord is Nirguna in nature, which means there is no quality. The Lord has no quality attached to him. The Parabrahma has no qualities, there is no form, there is no name for Parabrahma. And understanding Saguna Brahma in the form of Lord Rama and understanding Nirguna Brahma without any form is a transition in case. So now, in Upasana Kanda, when an Upasaka is reciting Lord Rama, Rama's Nama, again Rama Nama is very powerful and has a lot of content in it. Again, talking about Rama Nama itself will be a depth, will be a paper video. But now we are not focusing more on Rama Nama. We will just give a brief on Rama Nama. Rama Nama, according to Katapiyati, the Akshara, Ra and Ma. Ma is actually numbered 5 and Ra is 2. So now when we multiply Rama, it becomes 5 into 2, it is 10. And when we say Rama 3 times, it is 10 and 10 and 10. All these multiplied will give 1000 as a result. So we get the column of having all 1000 names of Lord Vishnu Sahasranama just by reciting Lord Rama's Nama 3 times. Rama Rama Rama, Sri Rama Rama Rama. Saying this Rama Nama thrice is enough. It is an equivalent of 1000 Vishnu Namas. See how beautiful Rama Nama is structured. So understanding Rama Nama is not something that we can do. It cannot be put in words. It cannot be put in words. And that is the reason who knows the Rama Nama's essence really well. And then Shankaracharya says, Janati Rama Tava Namaruchim Mahesho. No one else knows that really well. And before that, let us connect a dot from Tyagaraja Swami in the Raga Kalyani in a kriti which is Nidhisara Sukhama. నిత్యల సుఖమ నిత్యల సుఖమ రాముని సన్నిధి సేవ సుఖమ నిజముగవల్పు మనస నిధి సాల సుఖమ రాముని సన్నిధి సేవ సుఖమ నిజముగవల్పు మనస నిధి సాల సుఖమ దధినావ నీడ చిరమూలు రుచియో 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 దశరథి ధ్యాన భజన సుధారకము రుచియో దశరథి ధ్యాన భజన సుధారకము రుచియో నిధి చల సుఖమ దమశమ మనోగంగ దమశమ మనోగంగ నానము సుఖమ దమశమ మనోగంగ నానము సుఖమ కథమ దూరి జగకూప స్నానము సుఖమ కథమ దూరి జగకూప స్నానము సుఖమ గమత బంధనయూత నరస్తూతి సుఖమ మమత బంధనయూత నరస్తూతి సుఖమ మమత బంధనయూత నరస్తూతి సుఖమ మమత బంధనయూత నరస్తుతి సుఖమ మమత బంధనయూత స్తుతి సుఖమ మమత Sokama Mamata Bandhana Yuda Narastuti Sokama Mamata Bandhana Yuda Narastuti Sokama Sumari Tyagaraja Sunadhitala Sukama Ramuni Samnidhi Seva Sukama Nichamugavalku Manasa Nidhichala Sukama Here, Tyagaraja Swami gives us a question. It's for everyone. Nidhi Sala Sukhama, Ramuni Sannidhi Seva Sukhama. Here, he was comparing Nadhi Navanita Kshiramulu Sukhama. Nadhi Navanita Kshiramulu Ruchiyo. Here he says, Nadhi Navanita Kshiramulu Ruchiyo. Milk, curd, and butter. Do you think these are the ones which are really sweet? Do you think they are delicious? No, they are not. There is something really beyond them. And what is it? So maybe not here, but in the Charanam, he says, so maybe the one who is being always praised by Tyagaraja, the one who is the Tyagaraja is the servant of, he says, saying to I'm serving Lord Rama, and here the one whom I'm serving, the Lord Rama's name, is it the one which is worth? Here again he questions, Mamata Bandhana Yuda Narastuti. He says, every Kavi in those, I think in that particular time, every Kavi, whoever is a Vagyakara, most of them did Narastuti. And do you think Mamata Bandhana with Narastuti? It's not just Narastuti. And when we talk about Narayana, in Lord Rama's form, we call him as Naranarayana because he came as a Nara. But again, he discriminates Naranarayana and Naras as different. And in what way? Mamata Bandhana Yuta. The one who is always bound to Mamata Bandhana, Raga Dvesha. We are bound to Raga and Dvesha. Mamata Bandhana Gati Narastati Sukhama. Sumati Tyagaraja saying to Nidhi Sala Sukhama. He's saying, what is Sukham? From where do you get the Sukham? He's questioning us. This kriti is all about questioning us. It makes us think. It makes us go introspect ourselves, ask us questions. And the answer? Sadguru. Tyagaraja is called Sadguru. And why Tyagaraja Swami is called Sadguru? It is because he questions and again he answers in immediate kriti. And that is where we get to connect the dots of kritis. There are multiple kritis. We intuitively feel maybe Tyagaraja Swami questioned here and he answered the question here elsewhere. And one such kriti where I feel Tyagaraja Swami answered the question, I'm going to sing that. It is Intha Sowkhyamani in the Raga Kapi and Aditala. Because previously we were discussing Janati Rama Tava Namarachim Mahesh. Now I am getting to connect these dots again. I am connecting Shankaracharya's sloka to Tyagaraja Swami. I was actually supposed to start with Intha Sowkhyamani because this sloka directly attaches to Intha Sowkhyamani. Shankaracharya says, Janati Rama Tava Namarachim Mahesho, where Rama, your Nama's taste is only known to Mahesha, Maheshwara, Siva. No one else knows that. And then we are supposed to directly come to this kriti, but I felt like I wanted to show Vagyakara's grace on the future generations as well. Because Vagyakaras are very much graceful towards the future generations. They want future generations to also enjoy the same Ramanama's fruit. And that is the reason they have given multiple kritis on one particular aspect. And when I was thinking about Intha Sowkhyamani, when I was learning Intha Sowkhyam, when my guru Srimati Vatsala Kameshwari Garu was teaching me Intha Sowkhyam, I felt like this is very much closely related to Nidhi Sala Sukhama. Because Nidhi Sala Sukhama is where Tyagaraja Swami questions who knows it very well. I mean, he says, what gives us more Sukham? And here Intha Sowkhyamani is Apajala. Let us deeply dive into this particular kriti. because we are not going to see the aspect where Shankaracharya's point and Tyagaraja Swami's lyric meet each other. Intha Sowkhyamani Intha Sowkhyamani Intha Sowkhyamani Entha ఎవరికి తెలుసు ఎంతో ఏమో ఎవరికి తెలుసు ఇంత సౌఖ్యమని చెప్పగా దాంత సీతా కాంత కరుణ దాంత సీతా కాంత కరుణ కాంత ప్రేమాదులకే తెలుసునుగని స్వాంత ప్రేమాదులకే తెలుసునుగని ఇంత సౌఖ్యమని చెప్పగా ఎంతో ఏమో ఎవరికి తెలుసు సుధరస మందు స్వరర సుధరస మందు వరర నాభమనే కండచకే మీషము చేసి భుజించే శంకరునికి తెలుసుము త్యాగరాజనుద శంకరునికి తెలుసును త్యాగరాజ వినుద ఇంత సౌఖ్యమని చెప్పగా ఎంతో ఏమో ఎవరికి తెలుసు ఇంత సౌఖ్యమని చెప్పజాల. Here, Tyagaraja Swami says, Svararagalaya Sudharasa Mandu. Again, what exactly is he trying to say is that Swara, Raga, Laya are nectar, the eternal nectar. Svararagalaya Sudharasa Mandu, Vara Ramanamamane Kanda Chakara, Vishramu Jesi, Vijayinche Shankarunike Telusunu. Who knows the essence? Intha Sowkhyamani Chapajala, how much Sukham the Ramanamam gives to you. And Tyagaraja Swami doesn't really want to articulate the Sukham, the exact amount of Sukham that the Ramanamam gives you. And to be honest, you cannot articulate how much Sukham you get from the Ramanama. It is not something that is quantifiable. You cannot quantify the amount of Sukham that you get from Ramanama. It is Brahmananda. Again, Brahmananda refers to Ananta Ananda. It is countless and limitless. So it has no bounds, no limits and no counts. It is limitless Ananda and the Brahmananda. And Tyagaraja Swami says, Intha Sowkhyamani Chapajala, I cannot say, I cannot articulate because there is no equivalent word in the language. Even if you go through the entire dictionary of a particular language, you will not find the exact terminology to say that particular Brahmananda, to articulate that Brahmananda. And Yento, Yemo, Yavariki Telusu, who knows how much Brahmananda, who knows how that Brahmananda is actually, how that Brahmananda makes you feel like. And then Tyagaraja Swami also answers the question here, Svararagalaya Sudharasa Mandu. Let us assume Swara, Raga, Laya are Sudha, which is Amrita, and then Vara Ramanamamane Kanda Chakara. What is the Tattva of Amrita? Amrita actually is sweet. And then Vara Ramanamamane Kanda Chakara. Here he is saying Ramanama is sugar, and then Svararagalaya is an Amrita, and then Kanda Chakara Mishramu Jesi. So in the Amrita of Svararagalaya, someone is mixing the Khanda Chakra, which is the sugar, crystalline sugar of Lord Rama's Nama. And who is that? Vishramujayasi Bhujiyinche. They are eating it. So who is that person? Shankarunike Telusu. So Lord Shiva himself takes Svararagalaya, which are equivalent of Amrita, and in the Amrita of Svararagalaya, he mixes the Lord Rama's name, which is a crystalline sugar, and then he consumes that, and he gets the Brahmanandam from that, and he is, fully enjoying that Brahmanandam with Ramanama. So no one else can say that Shankarunike Telusu. Only Shankara knows the essence. Only Shankara knows the Brahmananda that someone attains by using Ramanama. No one else knows that. And that is the reason Tyagaraja Swami says, Yemto, Yemo, everything is Shankarunike Telusu. And the same thing here, Shankaracharya and Rama Karnamrutham says, Janati Rama, Tava Nama Ruchim Mahesha. This is the very first line of Rama Karnamrutham. This is the very first line of Shloka that I have taken. And then, every particular aspect of Lord Rama is known to a particular bhakta or someone. So Rama Rishi is known to Shankara. Then the second line says, Dhanati Gautama Sati Sarana Prabhavam. What kind of a padam it is? That is a Parabrahma padam. And who knows that particular padasparsha? And who knows what kind of a Mahimanvita padam it is? Gautama Sati. So again, when it comes to Gautama Sati, I would say something. When it comes to Ramayana, actually Valmiki Ramayana says that Gautama Sati, who is Ahalya, was actually cursed by Gautama. When Indra came to Ahalya lost her Pativrachya, and that doesn't mean she lost her Pativrachya physically. She lost her Pativrachya mentally by looking at Indra, who was receiving her in the form of Gautama. And then when Gautama came back, he cursed Ahalya. This is what we know. But Ramayana never says he cursed. He said, Ahalya, you lost your Pativrachya in the mental form, not physically. So since you have lost your Pativrachya Diksha, now you are supposed to regain your purity and do Bhasma Shayana Diksha. This is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana. So what Valmiki Maharshi was telling us is that Gautama Maharshi gave Ahalya a Diksha called Bhasma Shayana Diksha. And what is Bhasma Shayana Diksha? Bhasma Shayana Diksha is where Ahalya, any person, completely rubs Bhasma on their body, and then they are completely soaked in Bhasma, and then they sit in a posture, let it be Padmasana or any other posture, and they completely put it is also said in Lalita Sahasranamam, where they say, when you go antarmukha samaradhya bahirmukha sudurlabha. When you want to attain Parabrahma, you are supposed to go antarmukha, you are supposed to leave your indriya senses. So when someone soaks in bhasma, leaves their indriya senses, and they completely go antarmukha, and they leave the senses of their indriyas, and then they put themselves in the feet of their Parabrahma. They completely attain the Brahmananda Siddhi. And Gautama Maharshi also said, Ahalya, take Bhasma Shayana Diksha. Go to Bhasma Shayana Diksha, apply Bhasma, and then put your mind in the lotus feet of Parabrahma. And one fine day, the Parabrahma will come to rescue. And that is what Gautama Maharshi said, and he left. And then Ahalya did the same. She also applied Bhasma all over her body, and then she sat in Padmasana, and then she started going in Antarmukha. She left her Bahirmukha, Indriya, and Sparsha and everything. And then, when she completely lost her Indriya senses, she became like a stone. This is what Valmiki Ramayana says. Valmiki Ramayana never directly said that Ahalya became a stone, and it never directly said that Gautama cursed Ahalya. Gautama asked Ahalya to regain her purity by doing Bhasma Shayana Diksha. And also while doing Bhasma Shayana Diksha, she was so antarmukha. She went so antarmukha, she lost her bodily senses, and then her body became like a stone. That is what Valmiki Ramayana says. And then and to be honest, in Telugu I can say, Rai Vale Maripoyinatuvanti Ahalya. And then she became like a stone, and then she lost all her bodily senses. And then Ahalya completely attains the Brahmananda Siddhi. And she kept on doing the tapas for years and years and years. Years have passed. And one fine day, with Vishwamitra, Lord Rama comes into the forest. And that is where Ahalya was seated. Ahalya is in Padmasana. She is fully covered in Bhasma. It looks like a rock. And Lord Rama came and kept his path on Ahalya. And at that point of time, Ahalya gained her consciousness back. All her consciousness went in the form of Antarmukhatva, and now all her bodily senses came out, because the Parabrahma in whom she was always soaked in Antarmukha, the same Parabrahma now came in a physical form and kept his pada on Ahalya. And it is the same Parabrahma, and the body consciousness, and the body has regained its consciousness, because the same Parabrahma has come here physically. And then Ahalya immediately fell on the lotus feet of Lord Rama. And here Valmiki Ramayana says, immediately there are three people here, not one person. There is Lord Rama, there is Lakshmana, and there is the Rishi as well. Ahalya immediately fell on the lotus feet of Lord Rama. Ahalya was always antarmukha. She never knew, she never even came out, she never saw Lord Rama. This happened even before Lord Rama was born. And Ahalya shouldn't know who Rama is probably. And even if she knows Lord Rama himself is Parabrahma, there are three people. When she opened her eyes, there are three people standing in front of Ahalya. And how could she recognize who is Rama? There is a Rishi, there is Lakshmana, and there is Rama. It is because the same Parabrahma, and Ahalya was soaked in the same Parabrahma. Ahalya kept on soaking herself in the same Parabrahma's Nama, same Parabrahma's lotus feet, Antarmukha, internally. And now the same Parabrahma Pada came out. And that sparsha was very much clear to Ahalya that this pada is the lotus feet which I have been soaking in internally. And immediately she fell on that pada. So who knows Lord Rama's Nama? Namo Vibhava, it is Lord Siva. And who knows Lord Rama's Pata Mahima? It is Ahalya. No one else knows. So there are some aspects of Lord Rama which only a few people know very well. Maybe the Lord Rama's Nama Shiva knows, and Lord Rama's Pada the Ahalya knows, and then immediately Shankaracharya says that Janati Rodbala Parakrama Misha Chapo, the Shiva Dhanush knows how powerful your arms are. So there are particular things and particular people who knows particular aspects of Lord Rama. And then the same dot, Janati Gautama Sati Jarana Prabhavam, the same dot, let us connect to Tyagaraja Swami. He says, Sri Rama Padama, Sura Ahalyanu Chuchi Brochina Arit Dhanyastayave, Tyagaraja Dhyayama. So the next kriti that we are connecting, the next dot that we are connecting is Sri Rama Padama in the Raga Amrita Vahini and Aditala. Sri Rama Rama Padama ni kripa chalune
Sri Rama Padama ni kripa chalune Sri Rama Padama ni kripa chalune
Sri Rama Padama ni kripa chalune Chitamuna Kurave Sri Rama Padama ni kripa chalune Chitamuna Kurave Sri Rama Padama
Sri Rama Padama ni kripa chalune Chitamuna Kurave Sri Rama Padama ni kripa chalune
Varij bhava Varij bhava Varij bhava Varij bhava Sanaka sanandana Vasava నారదాదులెల్ల పూజించే వాసవ శ్రీ నారదాదులెల్ల పూజించే
వారిజ భావ వారిజ భావ వారిజ భావ సనక సనందన వాసవ శ్రీ నారదాదులెల్ల పూజించే శ్రీ రమ పాదమా నీ కృప చాలునే చిత్తమునకు రావే
దారి బీచిలగై తాపముతడక దారక కందీరు రాజగ దారి బీచిలగై తాపముతడక దారక కందీరు రాజగ సూరహల్యను 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 చూచి గోచిన ఆరీతి నన్యుసేగరే కగరజు గేయమా సూరహల్యను చూచి గోచిన ఆరీతి నన్యుసేగరే కగరజు గేయమా శ్రీరామ పాదమా
దారిని తాపముతాలక తారక కన్నీరులో నాచరణ దారిని తాపముతాలక తారక కన్నీరులో నాచరణ దారిని శిలై పాపముతారక దారక కన్నీరు శూరహల్యను Rama Sri Rama Padama Kripa Chalune Chitamuna Turare Sri Rama Padama Kripa Chalune.
Here, Tyagaraja Swami very wonderfully says, Vara Bhava. What is a Bhava? The one who is born out of a lotus, it is Lord Brahma. Sanaka Sanandana. Sanaka Sanandana, Brahma Kumaras. Vara Bhava, Sanaka Sanandana. Sanaka Sanandana, Vara Narada Dulella. All these people are surrendering to your lotus feet. What a feet it is. It is a lotus feet. It is divine, eternal. It is not like everyone else's feet. It is a step. Rama Padam is Rama Padam. There is no upamanam for that particular Rama Padam. It is eternal. And that is the reason he says, Dari Nishilagai. Rama is going through the forest with the Rishi. And then in the same Dari, in the same Marga, there is a Shila. That is the one who is in Bhaspashayana Diksha. That is Ahalya herself. Tapamota Alaka. She lost her, mentally she lost her Pativratya. And because of that Pativratya dosham, she is going through a lot of tapam. She couldn't talaka, she couldn't bear that tapam. And she couldn't bear that tapam and tapamutalaka, Dari Shalagai, tapamutalaka,
Daraga Kannirunu Ralchaka.
Daraga Kanniru Ralchaka. She kept on leaving Kanniru, which is her, she kept on crying and she kept on sobbing. And at that point of time, Sura Ahalyanu Chochi Brochitini. He went, Lord Rama, when the Parabrahma himself came, the Parabrahma in whose lotus feet she kept her mind, the same Parabrahma came in the form of Lord Rama, and Sura Ahalyanu Chochi Brochitini. You looked at her, you gave a glance at her. Just give me that glance, that is sufficient. Don't come here. I'm not asking you to come here, at least give me that glance. It is called Kadakanti Jup. It is in Shankaracharya says, Amilitaksha Madigamya Mudam Kundam Anandakandram Animesha Mananga Tantram. It's not even directly looking at you. It is like you look at someone from the tip of your eye. Give that glance at least. Sura Ahalana Juchi Brochi. Do not come here, at least look at me. At least give a glance. That Karnamrutham will save me. Chochi Brochitiri. Ahariti Dhanya Seyave. Why don't you help me the same way? Why don't you take me out of this world the same way? Help me. Patita Muddhara. Bhavasagara Patita Muddhara. He says. Tyagaraja Swami. See how beautifully it is woven. We are trying to connect the dots of Shankaracharya and Tyagaraja Swami. Similarly, the next line says, Janati Dorpala Parakrama Mesha Chapo. Here, he says, your Bhujadanda and your arms Parakrama is known only to Shivadhans. And no one else knows that particularly. So, the same thing, again, Tyagaraja Swami also talks about it. And how Tyagaraja Swami talks about it, it is when Tyagaraja Swami says, Shara Shara Samarayika Shura, Balu Biluni Virachi. Then Tyagaraja Swami says, you broke that bow of Lord Shiva. And that is where we connect the dot of Shankaracharya and Tyagaraja Swami. Shankaracharya says, Janat Durbala Parakrama Vishachapu. Who knows your Nama? Only Shiva. Who knows your Padamahima? Ahalya. And who knows your arms and strength of your Bhujadanda? Parakrama of your Bhujadanda. It is Shivadhanus. No one else knows that. The same thing, Tyagaraja Swami also talks about it. Start. Samarayika Shura Sadhi Madhavidara Samarayika Shura Sadhi Madhavidara Samarayika Shura Undedi Ramudu Undedi Ramudu Madasa 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 Ridapama Sudari Pumula
Sudari Pumula
Balamanudula Virula Kanala Samamo Sri Rama Sudari Pumula Balamanudula Virula Kanala Samamo Sri Rama Jaga Jaga Samarai Kasura
Holy Jesina Papavana Kutharama Kalanai Nanu Sringadaleni Holy
Jesina Papavana Kutharama Kalanai Nanu Sringadaleni Balo Bilolo Birachiven Balo Bilolo Birachi Madasa 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 Nidapama
Balo Bilolo Birachi Balo Bilolo Birachi Rasina Sri Raghukulam
Gomo Tyagaraja Nudara Swarubi Lurubi Rachi Velasina Sri Raghukulamana Gomo Tyagaraja Nudara Sada Sada Samarai Kasura Sarati Madhavidara
Sada Sada Samarai Kasura
Here, Tyagaraja Swami talks about it very beautifully, right? Here again, I want to talk about two different aspects of this song. In one first aspect here, he says, Bhalu Viduru Vidachi. He broke that bow of Lord Shiva, which comes again in Parinayam, Sita Parinayam, where again Lord Rama goes to the Parinayam of Sita Devi, that is Swayamvaram. There Lord Rama is assigned a task. Everyone who comes there is assigned a task. And it is because whoever can actually lift the bow of Lord Shiva and tie the knot can get to marry Lord Devi Sita. And that is what they actually did. And what happened before this is that Vishwamitra Maharshi went to Ayodhya. He went to Ayodhya, he went to Dasharatha, and Rama Avatara is Nara Avatara. Here he is completely a human. He is not like Krishna. In Krishna Avatara he uses his Shankha Chakra, but in Rama Avatara he never uses them, right? He uses only bow and arrow like a normal human being. So then, but the justice, but the fulfillment of the Avatara has to be done. In what way? Rama doesn't know that. I mean, to be honestly speaking, Rama knows that he is Narayana. But he never comes out as Narayana. He never behaves like Narayana. Even when Garuda, there are instances in Aranyakanda where Garuda himself comes from Vaikuntha, all the way from Vaikuntha. He sees that Garuda and he says, who is this Pakshi? He knows who Garuda is. He is the one who actually mounts. He is the one who actually mounts on. Who he actually mounts on. And he acts like he doesn't know who Garuda is. And he acts like he doesn't know who Garuda, who doesn't know these people and all of these people. And he acts like he is an absolute human being. That is because the Kartavyam of Avatara has to be fulfilled. Ravanasura got a boon that only humans can kill him. That is the reason he actually acted like a human. So here when he completely came as Nara, Avatara Kartavyam has to be fulfilled. And that is when Vishwamitra Maharshi came. Every Rishi, every Devata knew that Lord Vishnu himself came as Lord Rama. And that is the reason they have to help. They have to come and help Lord Rama. They have to navigate him towards the right direction. And that is when Vishwamitra came. Vishwamitra Maharshi came to Dasharatha Maharaja and then he said, Dasharatha, I need people. I need people to save my yajna. There are people who are disturbing my yajna, so I have to save that yajna. So I want you to send your son. I want only Rama, no one else. But Rama was born very late to Dasharatha and he is the only, Rama is very much loving. Everyone loves him. Even Dasharatha, Kausalya, Sumitra, Kaikasi and everyone, Kaikeyi and everyone loves Lord Rama. They are not ready to leave him. He is a very loved one. And Dasharatha says, I'll come with you, I'll accompany you. I'll send all my Sainyam with you, but don't ask for Rama. Then Vishwamitra says, I only want Rama. I came here for Rama, not for you, not for your side. I just want Rama. I'll teach him Bala, I'll teach him Ati Bala, I'll give him Vidyas. Let him come with me. And then then Dasharatha Maharaja somehow sent Rama upon the request of Vasishtha. Vasishtha comes into picture and Vasishtha Maharshi says, Vishwamitra is not a normal human being, he's a Maharshi, he's a Rajarshi. So sending with Vishwamitra will be beneficial for you, he will definitely benefit you. So send with him. Then upon the suggestion of Vasishtha Maharshi, Dasharatha sends Lord Rama. And then Lord Rama goes with Vishwamitra Maharshi. Vishwamitra directs him towards the forest. And then Ahalya Shapavimonachanam comes into picture. And after Ahalya Shapavimonachanam, Vishwamitra directly took him to Mithila. And why did he directly take to Mithila? Here, Rama is a Nara, but Sita is Sampurna Lakshmi Tatvam. She is the Shakti. So whenever we talk about the Lord, the Shakti of the Lord always lies in the form of a concert. We say Shiva. The Shiva, his Shakti lies in the form of Parvati. We say Brahma, he is the creator, and his Shakti is Vidya. And that Shakti lies in the form of Saraswati. Vishnu is the sustainer, and his Shakti is the Aishwarya. And that Aishwarya lies in the form of his consort Lakshmi. Similarly, Sampurna Lakshmi Tattvam comes in the form of Sita, and Sita can direct her. Vishwamitra can never keep directing Lord Rama throughout his life. Rama has to justify his avatar kartavyam, fulfill the avatar kartavyam, but Vishwamitra cannot stay with Rama till the end of the avatar. So someone has to be directing Lord Rama till the end of the avatar, and that has to be Lakshmi herself. No one else can direct him the right way. So he directly took to Mithila. And what a wonderful name it is given. See, it is called Videha Rajya. Videha and Vaidehasya Pure, the Raja is called Vaideha Raja, Videhapati. It is Janaka Maharaja. So again, the Devi Sita is called Vaidehi. And what exactly is Ramayana teaching us here? Ramayana teaches a lot of Vedanta as well. So Videha Mukti is a concept in Vedanta here, where Videha is when a person leaves Dehatma Pranti. We think Deha is ourselves. I think I am the Deha, and when something hurts me, when something hurts this body, I will say, I am hurt. I am not the body. I am not the bodily presence, I am not the sense organs, I am not any of these things. I am not Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira, I am something Atita. Veda says, Atharvana Veda says, Tvam Sharira Trayat, Tvam Dehat Trayatita. I am Atita, I am something beyond all of these things. But still, Maya deludes everyone. Because of the illusion, I am thinking this is I, this is me. I say, I am hurt, I am hungry, I am thirsty, but I will never say this body is hungry. And that level of consciousness will only be attained to those people who leave the Dehatma Pranti. Those who leave the Dehatma Pranti, who understand that Deham and Atma are two different entities, are called Videha. And a Rajyam where everyone has that kind of consciousness is Videha Rajyam. Videhapati is Janaka who has that consciousness, he has left Dehatma Pranti, and Vaidehi is again telling you the Vedanta Rahasya that this body is not you. Similarly, Ayodhya as well. When we talk about Ayodhya, Ashtachakra Navadvara Devanam Pura Ayodhya says Adharvana Veda. So what exactly Adharvana Veda is trying to say? Ashtachakra Navadvara. There are 8 chakras and 9 dwaras. 9 dwaras refers to the 9 Navarandhas of human body. And what Ashtachakra means? We have 7 chakras. We know Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, we have Vishuddha, Ajna and Sahasrara. But what is the other chakra? Again, according to Yoga Shastra, we have a chakra called Lalana chakra at the tip of our tongue. And some people say there is another chakra called Hridaya chakra, which is advanced yoga. We are not going to talk about it, but still, we will try to understand. Ashta chakra here refers to all the chakras, including Lalana chakra. It becomes 8 chakras. And Navadvara is 9 doors, which is Navarandhas. 8 chakras and 9 doors are present for every human body. And that human body is Ayodhya. So that doesn't mean when we say Ayodhya is a Mukti Kshetra, we know there are Mukti Kshetras. And we say Ayodhya is one of those Mukti Kshetras. Whoever goes to Ayodhya, whoever visits Ayodhya will attain Mukti. You don't really have to go to Ayodhya physically. That is the reason we titled this series Manasa Sancharare. Deha itself is Ayodhya. Ashtachakra Navadvara Devanam Pura Ayodhya. That is Ayodhya. And where is that? It is the Deha of a human body. This is what Atharvana Veda says. And the same thing, Deho Devaliyo Prokto Jivo Deva Sanatanaha. Everyone says the same thing. So, okay, let us not talk about it. This is a little bit of Vedanta, which because we are going to talk about it later. But let us complete the shloka. The shloka says, Janati Rama Tava Namarichin Mahesho, Janati Gautama Sati Charana Prabhavam, Janati Dorpala Parakramam Isha Chapo, and Janati Amoga Patubanagatim Payodhihi. So, Rama's qualities, Nama is known to Shiva, and the Charana Prabhavam, Mahatyam of that Padam is known to Ahalya, and his Bhujadanta Parakramam or the arms power is known to Shivadhanustu. And who knows his Amoga Patubana Gati? When Lord Rama releases an arrow, what kind of a direction and what kind of a Patutvam, which means the capability of being the capability is Dhanurvidya Naipunyam, the skills of releasing an arrow and that arrow's sharp direction. Who knows that? Only the Samudra knows. And when did this come? Again, we have to connect back to Ramayana. In Ramayana, we know Rama actually did this thing when Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. Rama went to the Dhanushkoti and even the tip, the Kanyakumari. There, Rama was praying to Samudra. He did a diksha called Darpashayana Diksha. What is Darpashayana Diksha? Darpashayana Diksha is where you arrange darpas in a mattress and you stay on the same mattress. And this is done for Mandala Kala. You also put darpa on your whole body, you put darpa on your head, and then you'll be seated on darpa asana itself. You'll be in darpa completely. And Rama did the Diksha of Darpashayana. He did the Diksha continuously for 40 days for a Mandala Kala, and he sought for the blessings of Samudra Deva because he wanted to cross the ocean to go to Lanka. And at that point of time, he sought for the blessings of Lord Samudra. He waited for 40 days. He did the Mandala Kala Darpashayana Diksha, and nothing happened. Samudra didn't show him obey. And at that point of time, Rama was very angry. So Rama took out one arrow and he released it as Brahmastra towards Samudra. He was about to release the Brahmastra, and then Samudra came out of the ocean. And then Samudra says, Rama, wait, there is a reason why I am not giving you away. Please do not put that Brahmastra towards me. Throw it somewhere else. And where should I throw it? It becomes a question. So then Samudra says, there are a few people who do adharmic things somewhere in that northeastern, either somewhere in the northeastern or northwestern area, which is the current day Rajasthan. You can point your arrow towards that area. That was actually Sasya Shyamala. According to Ramayana, the area of Rajasthan was once Sasya Shyamala. It has all kind of plantations, all vegetations and all kind of goodness, all the saram in its land. And then Rama releases the Brahmastram from the Dhanushkoti, which is the southmost part of India, towards the Rajasthan. And then that Brahmastra goes there, and when it's released, the entire Rajasthan becomes a desert. So this is the story given in Valmiki Ramayana. That is how powerful Lord Rama's Bana is. So who witnessed all of this? Samudra witnessed it. So releasing an arrow from southmost part to that Rajasthan area is not an easy thing. And some people also say that the arrow is released towards a Parvata called Mainaka Parvata, which is in the Samudra itself. There are two versions of this again in different versions of Ramayana. So this is one version of that. Even throwing from Dhanushkoti to Mainaka or throwing from Dhanushkoti to Rajasthan is not an easy thing. So that power and the capability and the Naipunya of Dhanurvidya is known to Samudra himself. No one else knows that. And the same thing we have sung. Sharathi Madhavidara. Here we say only the Sharathi, the ocean knows how powerful you are at releasing your arrows. What kind of a Naipunyam and Pravinyam you have at Dhanurvidya. Only that person knows that. And the Darpashayana Diksha. We were talking about the Mandalakala Diksha of Lord Rama, and this Darpashayana Diksha, wherever Lord Rama did the Darpashayana Diksha, it is now there is a kshetra. It is one of the 108 Vaishnava Divya Deshas. It is called Tirupullanai, where we still have Darpashayana Swami resting in a Shayana Mudra. He is actually resting on a Sesha. If I am not wrong, I am sorry, I don't really know about this. I have to study more about it. I think I think the Vigraha is in a resting position on Sesha. I'm not sure about the position of the Vigraha, but still there is a kshetra Tirupullanai where Lord Rama did the Darpashayana Diksha. Rama himself became one of the Divya Deshas. That Rama's kshetra is Tirupullanai. And now we are going to shift from composer. Now we are going to connect the dot from Tyagaraja Swami to another legendary composer, another Jyoti, Muthuswami Dikshitar. He composed a kriti, kshetra kriti. Here we are going to mentally explore the kshetram, Manasa Sancharare Re, as we are saying. And the kriti on Darpashayana Swami is in the raga, a very rare raga called Narayana Gaula. So Narayana Gaula is again a very rare raga. Dikshitar also focused on very rare ragas. I should agree with that fact. Dikshitar, again, Tyagaraja Swami is known for his bhavam, Dikshitar is known for his ragam, Shyam Shastri is known for his laya. So it is because Tyagaraja Swami's kritis have a lot of depth meaning in them. And at the same time, they can be understood by pamara people. Everyone can understand Tyagaraja Swami kritis, and the deeper meanings can only be understood when you connect the dots. Similarly, Dikshitar focuses on emphasizing ragas. He comes from a very different raga sampradaya, which is Asampurna Melakata Sampradaya, where it is also called Raganga Raga Sampradaya, which is established by Venkatamaki. And Dikshitar also gave life to many ragas like Narayana Gowda, Ghanta, Ahiri, and many more ragas. And now we are going to look at one such raga, which is Narayana Gowda, Janya of Harikamboji. And the kriti is Sri Ramam Ravikulapti Soma. Sri Ramam Ravikulapti Somam. 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 Shetakalpagurum bhajeham Sri Ramam Ravikulapti Somam. Shetakalpagurum bhajeham Sri Ramam Ravikulapti Gandham Varenyam Gandham Varenyam Gandham Varenyam Gandham Varenyam Dinajalaram Raghuviram Dinajalaram Raghuviram Naradani Sammata Ramayana Parayana Mudita Narayanam Naradani Sammata Ramayana Parayana Mudita Narayanam Sri Ramam Ravikulapti Dasharathatmajam Lakshmanarajam Dasharathatmajam Lakshmanarajam Dasharathatmajam Lakshmanarajam Sri कुशलवदनं सीतोपेतं कुशलवदनं सीतोपेतं पूबालय नयनं सुदर्शयनं श्रीरामम् कुशलवदनं सीतोपेतं पूबालयनयनं सुदर्शयनं सुशरचपणिं सुधीमणिं सुहृतभाषौ गुरुगुहतोषं सुशरचपणिं सुधीमणिं सुहृतभाषं गुरुगुहतोषं दशवदनभञ्जनं निरञ्जनं दयानिधिं दयरजलनिधिं श्रीरामं रविकुलति श्रीकल्पभूरुहं भजेऽहं श्रीरामं रविकुलति To be honest, the Raga Narayana Gowda is only something, to be honest, it is a complex Raga. It is a rare Raga as well. Dikshitar actually gave life to this Raga because there were no compositions. These Ragas were almost on the verge of getting ended. At that point of time, Dikshitar decided to give life to Ragas like this. Narayana Gowda, not just Narayana Gowda, including Ghanta, including Ahiri and many more Ragas, Dikshitar actually gave them life. From Sadhvani as well. So this kriti might not be something that is Janaranjakam. It is actually Ranjakam for me and for those Sangeeta Rasikas as well. This is a raga that only people who are actually true Rasikas can appreciate, to be honest. Those people who actually understand the depths of, those people who actually like the depth of Carnatic music, who like the ragas such as Todi and Bhairavi or such similar ragas, only such people can appreciate this raga. It is not much of a Janaranjaka raga. But now, I have sung this song because I wanted to convey two things from this song majorly. And the first one is that Swami, as we were previously talking about, it is when Lord Rama went to get the blessings of Samudra, to cross the ocean from Dhanushkoti to Sri Lanka. And the second point from here is that I wanted to talk about Varenyam and Guruha. In that Pallavi, Muthuswami Dikshitar actually, krithis of Muthuswami Dikshitar actually are compared to Narikela Paka. So there are three types of pakas in Rachana Shaili. Tyagaraja Swami's Rachana Shaili is often compared to Draksha Pakam, which is very simple to understand and very simple that everyone can enjoy and blemish. Everyone can soak in that. While the Shyama Shastri is often compared to Kadali Pakam. It is equivalent of banana. We have to peel that banana and then only we can enjoy the essence of that particular composition. So Shyama Shastri is a little bit more of Kadali Pakam. Draksha is very simple. So Tyagaraja Swami is Draksha. While Dikshitar is not even Draksha, not Kadali, it is Narikela Pakam. It is equivalent to a coconut. We have to break the hard shell first, remove that material on the top of narikelam, that is we call it pichu in Telugu, and then we have to break it, and then we have to take the white color actual essence of coconut, and then only we can enjoy the coconut essence. So Dikshitar krithis are often compared to narikela pakam, which only people can enjoy when they actually know the depths, or when they actually enjoy the depths of music. So this is the Rachana Shaili of Dikshitar. There is not much of Chalananjipan. And here I wanted to talk about the first thing. In the Pallavi, Dikshitar says, Sri Ramam Ravikulabdhi Somam Shritakalpa Bhuruham. Here we get a word called Bhuruham. So what is Bhuruham? We have two words, Jalaruha and Bhuruha. Jalaruha refers to something that has that has risen from water. And what it is Padmam, obviously. Jalaruha Naganam, that is the Nayanam, which is almost an equivalent of, looks like a Padmam Dalam, which is a Reku, the Padma Dalam. And Bhuruham is something that has Udbhavam, that has taken its form from the Bhumi. And what can it be? It is obviously a tree. So what kind of a tree is Rama here? Shitakalpa Bhuruham. He is a tree. Rama is a tree. And what kind of a tree? Kalpa Bhuruha. He is a Kalpa Vriksha. And what kind of a Kalpa Vriksha is he? What kind of a Kalpa Vriksha is Rama? Again, Dikshitar says Shritakalpa Bhuruham. He is the Kalpa Vriksha of those people who actually went and surrendered themselves to Lord Rama. So Shrita, the one who has taken Lord Rama's Ashraya, Lord Rama will be their Kalpavriksha. The same thing, Kalpavriksha, is being taught here in Rama Karnamrutham by Shankaracharya as well. Shankaracharya says, not just Shankaracharya, in Shastram it is often observed whenever Abhishta Siddhi, there are three types of mantras. The first one is obviously going to be Abhishtakaraka mantra. The first mantra, in Vedas we have three types of mantras, and the three types of mantras are Taraka mantra. Taraka mantra is something that can take you out of this. It is Bhavabdhi Tarunopayam. It can take you out of this Bhavabdhi. It can Karimpa Jainadi Tarakam. So that kind of a mantra, Bhavabdhi Tarunopayam, is called Taraka mantra. So there are many Tarakana mantras in Veda, and namas are also considered as Taraka mantra. Shivanamam, Ramanamam, all these namas are also considered as Rama, and all these namas are Taraka mantras as well. Taraka namas. So that is why Tyagaraja says Taraka nama. Tyagaraja Nuta. In Kshetrasagara Shayana, he says Taraka Nama, Tyagaraja Nuta. Ramanama is one of those Taraka Namas. Whoever says Ramanama can get that essence. It is equivalent to a Taraka mantra. The second type of mantra in Vedas are called Abhishtakaraka mantras. Abhishtakaraka mantras refer to those mantras which actually fulfill your desires. And the third one are Avicharika mantras, which are negativity. So again, when it comes to Abhishtakaraka mantras, it is often observed. Every mantra murti has its own dhyana swarupam. In Mantra Shastra, let us say there is a mantra murti. I say a mantra. There are many mantras. Let us say Rama mantra. There are many mantras for Lord Rama. One mantra is Pattagrama mantra. Pattagrama mantra has its own dhyana murti. Let us say Abhishtakaraka mantra is Kalpavriksha. As Muthuswami said, Kshittakalpa Bhuruham, the Lord Rama, who is seated under a Kalpavriksha, is Kalpavriksha Rama. And meditating upon that particular Kalpavriksha Rama will fulfill our desires, whatever our desire is. So it is one of those Abhishtakaraka mantras in Veda, and even Mantra Shastra talks about the same thing. So now talking about it, Shankaracharya gives a Dhyana Rupa, which is a meditative description of Abhishtakaraka Rama, the Lord Rama, in a particular Rupam, Dhyana Rupam, which can actually bestow us with our Abhishtaras, which can fulfill our desires. So in Shastram, any Lord, including Ganapati or Dakshinamurti, Krishna, Rama, whoever it is, we often see them seated under a Kalpavriksha to get our Abhishtas fulfilled. So Kalpavrikshas are again of multiple types. We can say Mandara Vriksha. They are also mentioned in Lalita Sahasranama. The Santana Vriksham, the Harichandana Vriksham, the Mandara Vriksham, and Parijata Vriksham, and all of these Kalpa Vriksham, all these Kalpa Vriksha, Kalpaka Vriksha, all of these Vrikshas are Kalpa Vrikshas on the earthly realm. Again, Kalpavriksha is something that is beyond the earthly realm. It is somewhere in the Swargam according to the Puranas. But there are a few replicas. I mean, not replica, but the equivalents of Kalpavrikshas on earth. And there are Harichandana Vriksham and Parijata Vriksham. All these things, all these Vrikshas are equivalent of Kalpavriksha. And now let us see that Kalpavriksha, Shrita Kalpa Bhuruham, Dikshitar actually does this wonderful thing. Whenever Dikshitar is very much known for his Mantropasana, Dikshitar actually is a great Srividyopasaka and is an expert, is an exponent in Mantra Shastra. So whatever mantram he has learned and whatever Dhyanamurti he has seen, he beautifully describes all of that Mantramurti in his krithis. he talks about the Kalpavriksha Rama here in this Ramam. Here he says Shvetakalpa Puruham, the Kalpavriksha. Here Vaidehi Sahitam Suradrimatale Haine Mahamantape. So there is a Mahamantapam. It is all made up of gold. The golden Mahamantapam, there is one Suradrimatale, there is one Kalpavriksha, and at the bottom of Kalpavriksha is seated Lord Rama. And how is he seated? Vaidehi Sanetam, Vaidehi Sahitam. He is seated along with his consort Sita Devi. And also Mahamantape Madhya Pushpaka Masane. There is a Mahamantapa which is built up of gold, and there is a Pushpaka Asana, a flower asana in the center, and Pushpaka Masane Manimaye Veera Asane. So it is again built up of asana, is built of mani kachita asanam, which has pushpas on it, and then there Lord Rama is seated with Vaidehi Sahitam. And what kind of asana is Lord Rama seated? It is called Veera Asana. So here Veera Asana is Samstitam, Shankaracharya says. Veera Asana is where the left leg is on the top and the right leg is free. So that kind of an asana is called Veera Asana. The right leg is freely hanging downwards, and then the left leg is on the top. And here he is seated in the Veera Asana. And on the left side of Lord Rama, we see Sita Devi seated. And Agre Vatakate Prabandhara Sute. Prabandhara Sute is Valisuta. Valisuta is Hanuman himself. And Agre Vachagati, there is a Mahasabha here, Mahamantapam. And there are people who are there, and Tatvam Munibhya Par, there are many Munis there, Maharshis, who know the Tatvam, who know the Paratatvam. So Hanuman is someone who always enjoys the Ramanamam. He keeps reciting Ramanamam repeatedly and he enjoys that Ramanamam. He gets to enjoy the fruit and he soaks himself in the Brahmanandam of that particular Ramanamam. Can we sing that Parama Bhagavata line from Indra Mahanbhavulu? One line. Parama Bhagavata Muni Varashi Vibhagara Sanakandana Vigisha Surakim Purusha Kanakatashi Pusutanara Tumbul Pavana Sunu Vara Sendra Parashurata Roja Pavabu Parama Bhavanu Karunu Shashvatanu Kamala Bhavasukamu Sadanu Bhavulukara Sindaru Here, Jagannath Swami says about whoever is seated in Rama's Mahamandapam, Parama Bhagavatulu, Kanulu Shashvatulu, all these kind of people, Parama Bhagavata Mauni, Varashashi, Mauni are the rishis, Varashashi Vibhakara Sanaka Sanandana, the one who has Shashi on his head, that is crescent moon, and that is Lord Shiva. Varashashi Vibhakara, Sanaka Sanandana, Sanaka Sanandana, Digisha, all the Ashtadipalakas, Digisha, Sura Kimpurusha, Suras, Kimpurushas, Sura Kimpur, Kanaka Kashipusuta, which is Hiranya Kashipu's son, that is Prahlada, Narada Tumburu, and all of these people. Pavanasunu, here comes the main person, Agre Vachagati Prabandhara Sutam. Shankaracharya also says that. I personally intuitively feel that this sloka is something, a dot of Shankaracharya which connects to this particular dot from Indra Mahanbhavulu. Prabandhara Sutam, here Pavanasunu, the one who is born from for Vayudeva. Pavanasunu, Phalachandradhara, the one who has crescent moon on his head, that is Lord Shiva. Phalachandra Shuka, Dhara Shuka, Saroja Bhava, Brahmadeva, Bhusurulu, all the Bhusuras, and then Parama Pavanulu, Ghanulu, Shashvatulu, Kamala Bhava Sukhamu. Kamala Bhava Sukha is Brahma. Kamala Bhava is the one who is born out of Kamala. Brahma is said to be born out of Kamala, so Kamala Bhava is Brahma. Kamala Bhava Sukha is Brahmananda Sukha. All of these people who are soaked in the Brahmananda are with Rama. And the Rama Mahanabhavulu. So that is the Kriti. Again, so those Mahanabhavas are here as well. Vaidehi Sahitam Suradrimatale, Haine Mahapantape, Madhya Pushpaka Masane, Vanivagi Virasane Samstitam, Agre Vachagati Prabandhana Sutam. The one who is speaking, the central speaker, the central person in the Sabha is Anjaneya. Prabandhana Sutta. The Anjaneya is seated here and the Anjaneya is talking. Vachagati. Again, Anjaneya in Sundarakanda also, Rama compliments Anjaneya saying that Navavyakarana Pandita. It is one of the Birudu given to Anjaneya. Navavyakarana Pandita is the expert and exponent of all the Vyakarana Sutras. So he is the one who has all the Naipunya and Pravinya in Bhasha. So, Vachagati Prabandharustam, he is talking. What is he talking? Munipshaha, Tatvam Munipshah Padam. He is talking to Munis and everyone who is seated in the Mahamandapam. He is talking about Paratatvam. That Paratatvam, Kamala Bhava Sukha, Tyagaraja Swami says, that Brahmanandam, he is enjoying, he is being soaked in the Brahmanandam, and then he is explaining what kind of Brahmanandam he is experiencing at that point of time. And Brahmanandam, as we were previously telling, Nidhishala Sukama there again, Yento Yamun and Chappajala. Tyagaraja Swami says, Chappajala, it is something that we cannot articulate. And even if we articulate, it is so complex for us to understand. It is not something, it is not a simple concept. It is not a simple para, it is apara vidya. Again here, para tatvam munibhya param, para, apara. There are two words. Para is the Brahmananda Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Apara is all the worldly Vidyas. Mathematics, science, history, all these things are Apara Vidya. Apara Vidyas. Like Para Vidya is the ultimate Vidya. And Anjaneya talks about that Para Vidya here. And Anjaneya talks about it. And here, when Anjaneya is experiencing, Anjaneya is a Mahanubhava, Navavyakarana Pandita, expert. And when an expert speaks about the subject, he won't dilute the subject just for someone and someone's sake. There are so many people in a class. Let us say I am taking a class, there are 60 people here, and all these 60 people, some of them might be understanding, some of them might be ex-Intagrahi, some of them might not understand. So I might dilute the content and I might simplify things for them. But Anjaneya is a Brahma, Anjaneya is experiencing the Brahmanandam which cannot be put into words, which cannot be articulated, and that is Paratatvam. And articulating it is also not easy, and even if we articulate, it is something that not normal people cannot understand. It is very complex to understand. And that Anjaneya is putting that into words, he is articulating it. And when this is being articulated, Vyakhyantam Bharatatibihi Parivritam Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam. So what happens here is that when Anjaneya says, all these munis, whoever is seated here cannot understand what Anjaneya is saying. And then Rama, who is seated in Virasana, along with Vaidehi, in that asanam, in the Pushpasanam, Manimaya Pushpasanam, in the center of Suvarna Mahamandapam, when Anjaneya says something, immediately Rama Vyakhyantam, which means Rama immediately makes a commentary on that, which means he simplifies whatever Anjaneya has explained, he writes a commentary on that, and then Rama tells the commentary. It is like Anjaneya tells one word, one statement, he completes the statement, then Rama Vyakhyantam, Rama makes the Vyakhyanam, Rama gives the Vyakhyanam to that particular statement, and then Anjaneya gives one more, then Rama comes up with the Vyakhyanam for that particular statement. So it keeps on going like a cycle, and then who all are listening to this, all this Parama Bhagavatulu, Kanuvi Shashvatulu, and then Parama Bhagavata Mauni, Varashishi, Bhakara, Sanaka, Sanandana, Digisha, Sulakim Purisha, Kanaka, Kashipusuta, and all of these people, Bharatadi, Parivatam, Bharatadi people, Bharatadi, and even the Munibhya Param, all the Munis, whoever is seated in the Mahamandapam, are listening to Anjaneya, they are not able to understand Anjaneya, and then Lord Rama gives a Vyakhyanam, and then they understand, oh, this is what Anjaneya is actually talking about. Until Lord Rama gave a Vyakhyanam, no one understood what Anjaneya is saying. That kind of a Navavyakarana Pandita, that kind of a Maha-Jnani, that is why Anjaneya is actually a Guru. That is true, because we call Anjaneya Jai 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 Guru, Jai 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 Guru, and Hanuman Chalisa, there is a line, Jai 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 Hanuman Guru Gosai. There we say Guru, here also, and again in the starting, Sri Hanuman Jnana Gunasagar. He said Jnana Gunasagar. He has a lot of Jnana. He is a Guru. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai. There we say Kripa Akarava Gurudeva Kinai. He is a Gurudeva. Anjaneya is a Guru. So Maha Guru, when Guru speaks something, it is not something that we understand simply. So it has to be explained. So Lord Rama is explaining that particular thing. Whatever Anjaneya is articulating, Lord Rama keeps on explaining that. And there is one more form of Kalparuksha Rama. It is Vame Bhumisutta. The left hand side of Lord Rama is Bhumisutta, that is Sita. And then Purastu Hanuman, the one who is front of Rama is Hanuman. And then Paschat Sumitra Sutaha. Paschat is back. The one who is standing behind Rama is Sumitra Sutta, which is Saumitri of Lakshmana. And then Shatrugna Bharatascha Parshvadalayoho Valvadi Koneshwapi. Shatrugna, Bharata, and all of these people are on the two sides, Parshvadalayoho. And then Valvadi Koneshwapi, I mean Vayavadi Ashtadik. Vayavadi Ashtadishas, there are people like Sugriva, Vibhishanasya, Yuvarat Taranasuto, Jambavan. Sugriva is in the Vayavya, and in the other direction there is Vibhishana. Yuvarat Taranasuta is Angada himself. Angada is on one side, Jambavan is on the other side. Madhye, and in the center of this Sabha, Neela Saroja Komala Ruchim, the one who is with a body color of Neela Saroja Komala Ruchi. That is a Neela Saroja, blue color lily or lotus. And then Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam, that kind of Rama, I am meditating upon you, that Shyamala Murti I am meditating upon you, I am meditating on you. So this is again one of those Kalpavriksha Ramas. So now this is about Kalpavriksha. And then one more thing is in the same Kriti, Dhiragraganyam Varenyam is what Muthuswami Dikshitar actually said in the Anupallavi. Right? So what again Anupallavi, what Muthuswami Dikshitar says here, Varenyam is a word that we find in Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is the essence of Vedas. That is why we call Gayatri Mata as Veda Mata. And whoever is in Veda is Deva. So who is a Deva? Bhagavan. Rama is Deva. We call Krishna as Deva. Who is Deva? Let us interchange the consonants of Deva. Deva is a word. Let us not change the vowels. Let us interchange the consonants. It becomes Veda. So when Veda is reversed, interchanged, it is Deva. When the consonants are interchanged, it becomes Veda. Veda, Deva, and Deva, Veda are very much symmetrical. So whoever is being Pratipadya, Veda Pratipadya, whoever is being told by Veda is Deva. No one else is. If I come to you and if I say I am God, worship me, like Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, I am not God. The one who is being said by Veda is only God. So every Deva who is in Veda will have a Gayatri mantra associated with them. So that is why we have Ganesha Gayatri mantra, Rama Gayatri mantra, Krishna Gayatri mantra, all these Gayatri mantras. And then that Gayatri is the essence of Veda. That is why Vara Gayatri Hridayamuna. In Jyoti Saptaswara, Tyagaraja Swami says Vara Gayatri Hridayamuna. So then the essence of Gayatri is again Varenyam. That's Savituhu Varenyam. So Varenyam is the intellect. Where is Gayatri again? It is not somewhere in the above or beyond this 14 worlds and somewhere. It's not somewhere. It is with you. It is always with you. I am having Gayatri in the form of my intellect. Savituhu Varenyam. Gayatri mantra says that. Gayatri, may Devi Gayatri take the form of my intellect and may she take my buddhi under her control. And may I be under the control of, may my buddhi, may my intellect, may my Varenyam, everything be under the control of Gayatri. I completely surrender myself to Gayatri. That is what Gayatri mantra is. So, again, Veda says about Deva. Rama is Bhagavan himself. So Rama is the essence of Gayatri. Vara Gayatri Hridayamuna. Tyagaraja Swami says. That is the reason the same Vara Gayatri Hridayamuna what Tyagaraja Swami said in Jyoti Saptaswara is being articulated here. Dhiragraganyam Varenyam. He is the Varenyam. He is the Gayatri Rejaha. So again we are connecting dots from Shankaracharya to Veda, Veda to Tyagaraja Swami, Jyoti Saptaswara, and there on we connected the dot to Dikshitar's Sri Rama Kriti. And the same thing again Tyagaraja Swami talks about it. And in what way did Tyagaraja Swami talk about it? And where do we talk about, where do we see Gayatri? Gayatri is generally, an Upasaka usually does Sandhyavandanam or Gayatri Japam when it is Sandhya Kalam. And what do I mean by Sandhya Kalam? The transition phase. It is night. And from night we transition to morning. And the transition is called Prata Sandhya. From morning to the midday, it is called Madhyanika Sandhya. From the midday to evening, it is called Sayam Sandhya. So there are three Sandhyas. All of these three Sandhyas are the point of energy. Whenever the sun keeps on transcending from one place to the other, it is the best time for a Upasaka to do any mantra. It is not just Gayatri. If you have Ganesha Mantra Upadesam, do that at that point of time and that will give you the most powerful, that will give you more power than any other. I mean, if you do the Ganesha Mantra at some other point of time and if you do the same mantra at Sandhya Kalam, it will be more effective and powerful because of the Sandhya effect. When sun transcends from one place to the other, that Sandhya Kalam is the best time. It is the time when all the energy, all the divine energy can be easily grasped by humans. It is the best time when we can grasp it. So that is the reason Sandhyavandanam is a part of our Nitya Karmas. So now, Gayatri Hridayam itself is Vedam and Vedam itself is Rama, Nigama Swarupam, Nigamanta Vedyam, Nigama Vedyam. We call Rama the same thing. Here in the same Rama Karnamrutham, Shankaracharya Swami also makes words like Nigamanta Vedya Ratnam, Sri Rama Ratnam, which means the Ratnam. There is a Ratnam which is being given by Vedam. So again, this is a very big thing. I will not be discussing about it, but I'll just give you one small glimpse of that. Here, Sevyam Sri Rama Mantram, Shavana Shubhakaram, Shrestha Sujnani Mantram, Stavlam Sri Rama Mantram, Naraka Durita Durvada Nidhata Mantram, Bhagyam Sri Rama Mantram, Bhajatu Samsara Nistara Mantram, Vidyam Sri Rama Mantram, Vivibhuvi Vilasan, Moksha Rakshaika Mantram. So here again in many other slokas he says Nigamanta Vedyam, Sakala Nigamatan. Here again he says Jagatu Mantram, Janma Safalya Mantram, Janana Marana Bheda, Klesha Vicheda Mantram, Sakala Nigamat Mantram, Sarva Shastrika Mantram. So again it is the mantra that all the Veda has given. Rama Mantram is the Vedam, essence of Vedam. And Sarva Shastra Mantram, Raghupati Vijay Mantram, Rama Rameti Mantram. The Rama Namam itself is a Maha Mantra, as we are talking previously. So now, how do we do the Upasana for any mantra? It is in the Sandhya Kalam. And how do we do that? In the Sandhya Kalam, we look at Lord Surya. We go outside and we look at Lord Surya. Dhyegat Sada Savitru Mandala Madhyavati Naragat Sanaragana Sarasithasana Sannivishtaha Keyuravan Makarakundalavan Hari Kiriti Hiranvayavapu Dhrutashankha Chakraha. We see any god being seated in the center of Surya Mandala. That is how we do our Upasana. So even when we talk about Gayatri, we look at the Surya Mandalam and we imagine Gayatri Devi being seated in the center of Surya Mandala. The same thing is being discussed in Lalita Sahasranama, Bhavana Mandala Madhyastha Vairagi Bhagamalini. The same thing, Jagasada Savitri Mandala Madhyavati. So Narayana himself is again in Jagasada Savitri Mandala Madhyavati, Narayana. So again, Narayana is also inside the Surya Mandala. So now, that same thing, essence is captured by Dikshitar in the form of Varenya. The same thing is captured by Tyagaraja Swami in the word Vara Gayatri Hridayamana. And again, Tyagaraja Swami wonderfully captures it in a kriti. He says, Chanda Martanda Madhya. The one Rama is seated somewhere in between of a Martanda Mandala. So what again do I mean by Martanda? So that again we have to refer to Bhagavata Mahapurana. So this is again I am referring to Bhagavata Mahapurana, which is the Panchama Skandha, the 20th chapter. The 20th chapter, here we say little bit explanation. Andamadhyagata Suryo Dyava Bhumyo Yadantaram. So Bhagavata Mahapurana says Andamadhyagata. There is an Andam, which is a cosmic egg. So everything is a cosmic egg in the Big Bang. Even the universe is an egg itself. Anda and Brahmanda we call. So Andagata Madhyaha Suryo. Surya, Lord Surya is usually observed in the center of an Anda. And that Anda is kind of Mrita Anda. Mrite Anda Esha Etasmin Yat Bhut Tato Marta Anda Iti Yatadesha Hiranya Garbhaiti Yathi Hiranya Anda Samudbhavaha. This is what Bhagavata says. Mrite Anda. The Andam is actually lifeless. The Surya Mandalam is lifeless because Earth is the only planet where life can survive. No other planet. If we go beyond, it is too cold. If we go beyond, it is too hot. And Surya Mandalam is too hot for life to survive. And that is the reason. Mritaye anda eta esha etasmin. The andam is mrita. It is full of without any living organisms. It is dead. It is considered to be dead. So Mritaye anda esha etasmin yadabhut tato marta anda. So Mrita is lifeless. Anda is the Surya Mandala, the Golam. And Mrita Anda. Surya is observed to be in the center of that Surya Mandala. That is why we call Surya Bhagavan as Marta Anda. Marta Anda is Mrita Anda, lifeless Anda. So Marta Anda. That is the reason it is Yapadesha Hiranyagarbha. Here again Bhagavata says that is the reason we call him Hiranyagarbha. Again, why is he called Hiranyagarbha? Hiranyagarbha is the center. Garbha is the center. That is the center point from where everything is again born out of. Garbha is the center of universe, and Hiranyagarbha is golden egg. So what kind of a golden egg? The Surya Mandala is in the center, and every other planet revolves around Surya. It is the center of the universe, and it's in the golden color. That is why it is called Hiranyagarbha. It is called Martanda. That is the explanation given to us in this particular Bhagavata Mahapurana. And that is Martanda. So what is Martanda? Mrite Anda, the lifeless Andam which Suryadeva has taken, which is the Hiranyagarbha, the cosmic golden egg around which the entire universe was revolving. That is the essence of Martanda. And the same word Tyagaraja Swami also captured, and he said Chanda Martanda Madhya in the kriti Undedi Ramudu in the Raga Harikampuchi. And we will also be looking at a few more aspects of Mantra Upasanam. So let us first listen to the song, and then we will be looking into more deeper aspects. So I request Saket to start with the kriti Undedi Ramudu.
Undedi Ramudu Manasa 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 Undedi Manasa Undedi Ramudu Manasa Undedi Ramudu ఓకే మనసా ఉండేది రాముడొక్కడు. చండమాతాండమాధ్య 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 మండలమున జలరోచు ఉండేది రాముడొక్కడు ఊరట చెయ్యే మనసా ఉండేది రాముడొక్కడు. తామసాది గుణరహితుడు ధర్మము సర్వసముడు. తామసాది గుణరహితుడు ధర్మము సర్వసముడు. తామసాది గుణరహితుడు ధర్మము సర్వసముడు. తామసాది గుణరహితుడు ధర్మము సర్వసముడు. క్షేమకారుడు త్యాగరాజు 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 క్షేమకారుడు త్యాగరాజ చిత్తహితుడు జగము నిండి ఉండేది రాముడొక్కడు ఊరట చెయ్యే ఓకే మనసా ఉండేది రాముడొక్కడు.
That's a wonderful kriti, and I wanted to say something. I have a few words to talk about this particular kriti because when we previously talked about it, we spoke about it saying that it's Gayatri Swarupam. Gayatri is in the form of Surya Mandalam, any form. I mean, first of all, any upasana usually sees the Bhagavan as seated, as someone who is seated in the center of Surya Mandala. This is how we usually do upasana. Let it be any Ganapati upasana or let it be Devi upasana, let it be any upasana. I see a profound emphasis in Devi upasana because Bhavanu Mandala Madhyastha Bhairavi Bhagamadini says Brahmanda Purana. So Brahmanda Purana in Lalita Devi Sahasranama Stotra, there Agriva says Bhavanu Mandala Madhyastha Bhairavi Bhagamadini. So Bhairavi, Ritambika Devi herself is seated in the center of Bhanu Mandala. And here also we are seeing the particular same thing. Rama is now previously, let us make a comparison. Now let us try connecting two different dots again. The first dot is we see Lord Rama as Abhishtakaraka Swarupa. In Adhishtakaraka Swarupa, we have seen Lord Rama as someone who is sitting in the bottom of a Kalpavriksha, which is Suradramatale, Vaidehi Samide Suradramatale, which is Kalpavriksha Rama, which is a form of Lord Rama, where he gives us whatever we want. He fulfills our desires. This is the second form of Lord Rama, where we see Lord Rama as Parabrahma, Gayatri Swarupa in the Surya Mandala. In the Surya Mandala, sitting in the center of Surya Mandala, where along with Sita. Obviously, whenever we see Lord Rama, we see him along with his power. This is called Samayachara. Shankaracharya emphasizes this a lot. Shankaracharya always says that when we perform puja for a particular deity, it is also a mandatory thing that we have to do the puja for deity along with the deity's concept. Let us say I am a Sri Vidyopasaka and I wanted to do Mahakameshwari puja. It is not just Mahakameshwari, Kameshwara as a couple, and Lakshmi Narayana. So the Shakti of a deity, of a male deity, when it is embodied, it is a female person. That is the concept of a deity. The Shakti of Brahma is Vidya, creation needs Vidya. It is embodied, and that embodiment is Saraswati. Similarly, the Shakti of Rama, when it is embodied, it is Sita. So the embodiment of a Bhagavan Shakti is Devi. And this Devi in Sankhya is coined with separate terminology, which is Prakriti and Purusha. So Devi is called Prakriti and Purusha is this particular Rama. When we say Kameshwari is Prakriti, Kameshwara is Purusha. When we see Sita Rama, Sita is Prakriti and Rama is Purusha. So, and again, what's the meaning of Shri? We say Shri Rama, not saying Rama. We say, when someone writes Rama Koti, we won't write Rama. We say Shri Rama. And why every single time we add Shri is because the meaning of Shri is Shrunoti, Shravayati, iti Shri. The one who listens to us, and the one, Shrunoti is she listens. Shravayati is she makes the other person listen. In Telugu, Vinayatatuvanti Talli, Vinipinchetatatuvanti Talli, which means she listens to us. I mean, the simplest way to reach the Supreme is via the concept, Devi. Let us say I wanted to reach Sada Shiva, I will worship Devi Lalitambika. I wanted to reach Rama, the easiest way is Sita. I want to reach Krishna, not saying Krishna, Radhe, it is the way you reach Krishna, Radha Devi. She is going to help you to reach out to Krishna. Similarly, Devi is always the easiest way of reaching out to Parabrahma. We can also directly call Krishna, but that needs a separate level of a totally different thing. The same thing is being discussed in Saundarya Lahari as well. When we talk about Devi, Girisha Savidyam, and there is a term in Saundarya Lahari, Girisha Savidyam. Girisha Savidyam is the Savidyam of me getting Savidyam into Lord Shiva himself. And how do I get that? Tapobhir Dushprabha Girisha Savidya Padavi is what Shankaracharya says. Even after doing a lot of tapas, it is not easy to get that Girisha Savidya. Getting Savidyam in Lord Shiva is not that easy. But when it is easy, it is when you hold on to, when you worship Devi Lalitambika, it is easier. The same thing we are now discussing, holding on to Sita is the easiest way to get into any Rama. That is why Tyagaraja Swami always says, Sitamma Mayamba, Sitamma Mayamba. Why did he say Sitamma? Why did he start with Sitamma? It is because he knows Shri is Shrunoti, she listens to us, and Shravayati, she makes him listen. Shri, I give my, that is why Acharya Ramadasa also says, Nanu Brobhamani Chappave, Sitamma Talli, Nanu Brobhamani Chappave. He says, Nanu Brobhamani Chappave, Sitamma Talli. He didn't ask Ramachandra to save him. Nanu Brobhamani Chappave, Sitamma. He called Sitamma. Amma Sitamma, Nanu Brobhamani Chappave. She listens to us. That is why she is Shrunoti. She makes him listen to us. That is Shravagati. And there is one more Nirvachanam for Shri. That is Shriyate, Ashriyate, it is Shri. Shriyate is the one who gives us Ashrayam, and she herself is in the Ashrayam of Lord. So that is also Shri. So it is always emphasized, we emphasize the presence of Devi along with Rama. So now we have seen two Rama Murtis. These are two different Mantra Murtis. So when I say Rama, it is not just one person. Rama, when I give a common description of Rama, I forgot, I'm very sorry, I should have taken this sloka in the beginning. Shankaracharya's first sloka is whenever Shankaracharya talks about anything, he says, Namostu Devyai in the Kavala. Karakadhara Sutam as well. He says Garuda Bhaja Vallabhaya Namostu. There he says Garuda Bhaja Vallabhaya Namostu the Tribhuvana Guros Tarunye. There's a word Tribhuvana Guros Tarunye. In that particular shloka, he says Shakambhareti Shishishekara Vallabheti Srishtistiti Pralayakyovisha Samstitagai Tasya Namas Tribhuvaneka Guros Tarunye is what he says. Tribhuvaneka Guros Tarunye. Shankaracharya says Parabrahma himself is the Guru. When you do not have a physical Guru, it is often said in Sri Vidya, if you do not have a Sri Vidya Guru, keep on doing Lalita Sahasranamas. Do not go for mantras, because mantras are something that you have to take upadesham. Do the Lalita Sahasranamam, do Saundarya Lahari, and Devi, once she looks at you, and once if Devi blesses you, you will find the Guru automatically. The Guru himself will come to you. That is the best explanation given. The same thing is given here as well. So he says, Namosta Tribhuvaneka Guros Tarunye. She is the lady, she is the dear one of the one who is the Guru for all Tribhuvanas. That is the Parabrahma. So Rama is the Guru. So here Prakriti and Purusha, Prakriti is the Taruni. And Taruna, that particular Guru is Rama. So Taruni is Sitama and that Guru is Ramachandra himself. And the very first sloka is Shankaracharya says Sri Ramam Trijagat Gurum. The Guru for all entire three words, Sri Ramam, Suravaram, Sitamano Nagakam, Shyamangam, Shashikoti Purnavadanam. What kind of a face he has? Shashikoti Purnavadanam. And that is equivalent to thousands Koti Shashi, which is Koti moons. 1 crore moons are also nothing in front of Lord Rama's face. Not the same thing, Valmiki says Chandravat Priyadarshana in Ramayana. Chandravat Priyadarshana is, he is Priyadarshana. When we see some people, we keep on looking at them. They are Nichirutana. I see at him today, and the next second, I see a new aspect of his face. Similarly, Chandravat Priyadarshana. Rama has the Chandranana. Chandravat Priyadarshana. The same thing. Shashikoti Purnavadanam Chanchatkara Kaustubam. He has the Kaustubam on his chest. Kaustubam is a mark. Kind of we can say it as a Puttumacha in Telugu. It's a mark that Vishnu actually carries. Shri Vatsanketa Shri Gostubhadara Narayana Tirtha Swami says this, and remembering Narayana Tirtha is something I didn't plan to sing this today. This is out of flow. And remembering Narayana Tirtha is something that I did now. This kriti is written by Sri Narayana Tirtha Swami. Narayana Tirtha Swami is the Guru of Sri, she's the Parama Guru of Sri Tyagaraja Swami. What a coincidence. Tyagaraja Swami's Guru is Shunti Venkatramanaya, and Shunti Venkatramanayya's father is his Guru, and that is Shunti Appala, someone I forgot his name. And Shunti Ramanayya's father is a direct Shishya of Narayana Tirtha himself. So this kriti, Srivat Sankita, Nagodadana Giridhara, is a kriti of Sri Narayana Tirtha, and I had the opportunity of remembering Sri Sadguru Tyagaraja Swami today, Jyoti Muthuswami Dikshitar, and even Narayana Tirtha, the Parama Guru or Parameshti Guru of Sri Sadguru Tyagaraja Swami. What a coincidence! And it is all because of Ramam Trijagat Gurum and Saumyam Sattva Gunottamam. So Sarayu Tire Vasantam Prabhum. He lives in the Sarayu Tira, that is Ayodhya. Trataharam Sakalakha Siddhi Sahitam Vande Raghunam Patim Raghupati. I'm doing the namaskaram to you. And what exactly do you do is Trataharam, you save me. Mananat Karayate Mantraha. Mantra is something that saves you when you keep on doing the mananam of that particular mantra. Similarly, Trataharam is Rama saves me. And Sakalakha Siddhi Sahitam. He gives me everything. He gives me all the siddhis. He gives me all the full purusharthas. My life is fulfilled with Rama. All dharmartha kama moksha, 4 types of chaturvidha purusharthas are fulfilled. That kind of Jagat Guru, Trijagat Guru, Jagat Guru Shankaracharya gives his namaskarams to Trijagat Guru Sri Ramachandra here in this shloka. Wonderfully. So now we successfully covered one shlokam from Sri Rama Karnamrutham, and Rama Karnamrutham has 448 such slokas in it. So one slokam, and that is Janati Rama Tavanamritim Mahesho. Rama, your Nama is enjoyed by Shiva. Shiva knows that. Janati Gautama Sati Charana Prabhava. Mahalya knows your Pada Mahima. Janati Durbala Parakramam Isha Chapa. Your Bhajadanta Parakramam is known to Shivadanussu. And Janati Amoka Patabanagatin Payodhi. Only that particular Samudra knows your Bana's power and your Naipunyam, your Hanuvidya Naipunyam. And that's a continuation to this shloka. This is not in chronological order, but it's mixed up from somewhere just to connect, and connecting the dots. These are not consecutive shlokas. This is somewhere else in Rama Karnamrutham itself and connecting the dot. And the dot is, the next shloka says, Janati Rama Tava Tattvagatim Hanuman. Who knows your Tattvagati is only Hanuman knows your Tattvagati. No one else knows your Tattvagati. Before that, I would like to say something. there are many mantra murtis. Rama has many mantras in mantra shastra, and every mantra has its own dhyana rupa. Now we have seen Nirotpala Komala Ruchim, Ramam Bhate Shamalam. We have seen that complexion of Rama. And even in Ramam, Nirotpala Shamam is a word in Rama Rakshana Stotram. Buddha says that. And Buddha also says that Ramam Durva Gala Shamam. That is why we see in some of Tanjore painting, we see Rama as the one in Durva Gala Shamam. Durvadana is the grass that we give to Ganapati. And Durvadala Shyama is very green, Akupacha in Telugu, is greenish in color. We see a few Tanjore paintings of Rama in green color. That is one more Mantramurti of Rama. So there are many Mantramurtis as well. We previously discussed, okay, let us not go deeper. I think I'll have to stop here. Janati Rama Tatvagatim Hanuman, who knows your Tatvam very well. Namam is known to Shiva, your Padamahima to Ahalya, your Bhujavanta Parakramam to Shivananusu, and your Amoga Patubanagati to Payoji, your Tattavagati is Hanuman. So the same thing, Tyagaraja Swami connects this dot to one of his krithis. And in what way did Tyagaraja Swami connect this particular dot? Is when he was kind of frustrated, I think so. There is a word Modi in Telugu, and Modi, even if you know Saranga Varna, in Saranga Varnam we say Intha Modi, it starts with Intha Modi. Intha Modi means, Modi is kind of, when we translate, it can be kind of translated to Pogaru in Telugu. Are you arrogant? I'm not arrogance, I shouldn't say it is arrogance, kind of Pogaru. I don't know the exact terminology in English for Pogaru. Is there any word?
Well, I don't remember.
Oh, so Intha Modi or Adamodi Galada is, are you arrogant to talk to me? Here Tyagaraja Swami questions Adamodi Galada Ramaya. And why did I link this dot here? Is because, let us look into the song first, and then I'll correct the dot with Hanuman. So we'll start singing the Kriti Adamodi Galada in the raga Charukeshi. Adamodi Galada, Adamodi Galada, Ramaya, Madala, Adamodi Galada, Ramaya, Madala, Adamodi Galada, Ramaya, Madala, Adamodi Galada, Ramaya. Adamodi Galada, Ramaya, Madala, 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 Adamodi Galada. Todu nida neere, todu nida neere, danisa padanita sanida baba todu nida neere, rigamaga saviri sadani nida baba todu nida neere, yanu sosa katito kuni ni padamu పట్టిన మాట నడమోడి గలదా తోడు నీడవే తోడు నీడవే జ్ఞాను చూసభాతితో పూరిని పాదము పట్టిన మాటగాడమోడి గలగారమయ్య మాటగాడమోడి గలగా చదు చదువులన్నీ తెలిసి చదువులన్నీ తెలిసి శంకరాక్షుడై సదయుడ సుఖ సంభవుడు నొక్క చదువులన్నీ తెలిసి శంకరాక్షుడై సదయుడ సుఖ సంభవుడు నొక్క కదలు తమ్ముని కదలు తమ్ముని దనిద పరనిద సరిద బమగ కదలు తమ్ముని నిగమగ గరిద సరిద దబమగ కదలు తమ్ముని మల్కజేసి దేవి కాకను త్యాగరాజునితో మాటలాడమోడి కలక చదువులన్నీ తెలిసి శంకరాక్షుడై సదయుడ సుఖ సంభవుడు నొక్క చదువులన్నీ తెలిసి శంకరాక్షుడై సదయుడ సుఖ సంభవుడు నొక్క కథాకృతముని 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 మల్కజేసి రాజునితో మాటలాడమోడి గలగారమయ్య మాటలాడమోడి గలగా
So this is one of those kritis, and when they try to connect the dots from Shankaracharya's Rama Karnamrutham to this kriti is because Shankaracharya says, who knows the Tatvam very well? Rama. Janati tava Tattvagatim Hanuman. Hanuman knows your Tattvagatam really well. The same thing Tyagaraja Swami says here. And Tyagaraja Swami, obviously, in most of his kritis, he takes perspectives. It is a very common feature of Tyagaraja kritis. I mean, a few of those kritis, not everyone. But yeah, in one of those previous kritis, we've seen Sura Ahalya Juchi Bojina Ariti Dhanyu Seve, Tyagaraja Diyema. He compares himself to Ahalya. Ahalya ni Kapadeva. Similarly, now in this kriti, he compares himself to Hanuman. He says, Chaduvulanni telisi Shankaramsudai Sadayuda Suga. The one who knows everything, the one who knows every vidya, every knowledge, the one who has all the knowledge in him, the one who has Brahma Jnanam. As we were previously talking, Agre Vatakate Brahmendra Sutam. He was talking in front of Rama, and then no other Muni understood what he is talking. That is how Hanuman's knowledge is. And then Rama had to give a commentary on what Hanuman was saying. Only then people understood. Such kind of a Jnani, Mahajnani he is. Jnana Guna Sagara. Jai 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 Hanuman Goshayi Kripakaraha Gurudevati Naidar he says. So that kind of Mahajnani Sadhubulanni Telishi Shankara Amsudai, the one who is born out of Shankara's Amsha, Shiva's Amsha, Shankara Amsudai Sadayuda Suga, the one and then that person Hanuman came from Sambhavudu Murokka. He came and he just did a namaskaram to Rama. Then at that point of time Rama lost Sita Devi. Sita Devi was in Lanka, kidnapped by Ravana, and then Rama was not in the mood to talk. He couldn't even talk. He was in Sita Graham. He couldn't even spell a word. He wouldn't even say a word. At that point of time, when Hanuman came in that. And then, Kahalu Tammuni Palka Chesiti, when even when you are so sad, even when you are going through a lot of things, even when you were struggling a lot mentally, even when you are with a lot of Bharya Graham, when Hanuman came and did a Namaskaram, you have sent your Tamud, that is your brother, your younger brother Lakshmana, you have sent Lakshmana to tell what happened. Then Lakshmana went to Hanuman, Kahalu Tammuni Palka Chesiti. Lakshmana went and told Hanuman whatever has happened so far. Lakshmana explained they came from Ayodhya, they came for Aranyavasam, it is 14 years of span, and then some fine day Ravana came and kidnapped Sita. All of this thing, now they are searching for Sita, everything they have explained to Hanuman. Atuvanti, in such kind of a situation, Rama didn't neglect Hanuman. He didn't neglect Hanuman. He sent his brother Lakshmana to tell what happened. Even in such kind of a situation, you made Lakshmana to speak to Hanuman, and now you are the Vara, you are my deity. I am completely surrendered to you. I am giving my Sharanagati. And even at this point, you are not talking to me. What's wrong with you? Are you arrogant? Adamodi Galada. Yes, Tyagaraja Swami is questioning. This is what Tyagaraja Swami questions in his Kriti. Todu Nida Nide, which is Abhaktito, Kodi. Here he says, you are my Todu Nida. It's a rhyming word in Telugu. It is like, you are my shadow, you are always with me, you never leave me, you are always beside me. I am always having that Sadbhakti. I have believed in you, and I have believed in you to such an extent that you are with me in every moment. Every moment of life, every shvasa, every inhale and exhale of mine carries that Rama Namam in it. Here I would like to connect a dot to Vithala, Maharashtra Vithala, Pandharpur. There is a Bhakta, I am very sorry I am unable to recollect. This again comes in Namdev. Namdev was a great Abhang, was a great Bhakta of Vithala, and he also wrote many Abhangs on Vithala. It is like a bhajan. And I am unable to recollect that Bhakta's name. It starts with Makaram, and that particular Bhakta died because a huge wall collapsed. And it has been almost years. Since years, the bones haven't been collected. And one time then Namdev entered into Pandharpur Vitthala's temple, and Vithala comes here in front of Ram Namdev, and Vithala says, Namdev, I want his bones. I want to see his bones. That Bhakta's bones. And Namdev says, it's been years. And also under the wall there are many people's bones. How do I recognize which bone is your Bhakta's bone? Then Vithala says, Namdev, go there and see all the bones. Just take the bone, put it here right beside your ear. Whichever bone says Vithala, Vithala. I mean, whenever you put a bone, if it's empty, if it's hollow, leave it. It is not my Bhakta's bone. When you take a bone and you hear a sound Vithala, 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 Vithala coming out of that particular bone, it is my Bhakta. Get that bone to me. Namdev went, and to his surprise, one bone, when he kept it towards his ear, he had to listen Vithala, 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 Vithala Nama echoing in the particular bone, and then he took that bone. Such kind of a Nam it is. That is what we call Todu Nida. You believe, and to an extent you have meditated upon Lord Rama, and meditation is all about Uchvasa and Nishvasa, inhale and exhale. And when you reach the peak stage, inhalation and exhalation are full of Rama himself. Every Shvasa is Rama. And I have reached that stage. I believe Todu Nida Nive. And even at this point of time, my inhale and exhalation, everything is you, but still you are not talking to me. You have a lot of arrogance to talk to me. This is what Tyagaraja says. He takes the perspective, he takes the role of Hanuman, and then he says, you are not talking to me. Then, this is what I try to connect from a dot. Shankaracharya says, Anahata Tatvam Hanuman, dot, connected to Sarudani Kalisi in this script. And Shankaracharya says, Anahata Sakyam then Kapishaha. Kapisha is the lord of Vanarash. And who is Sugriva? And who knows your Sakshagati really well? Sakshagati is the friendship. And Saksham is one of those Navamita Bhaktis as well. Shravanam, Keerthanam, Dasyam, Achanam, Vandanam. And Saksham is one of those. Now we are doing Keerthanam. Tyagaraja Swami believed in Keerthanam and he did Keerthanam. He is an example of Keerthanam. And Saksham is Katisha, the Sugriva. Sugriva believed in Rama. Sugriva became a friend of Rama. And then Sugriva promised Rama that he would help. And immediately Rama didn't even take the promise. What people would do in general is, if let us assume if someone else was there in Rama's place, he has defeated Vali, and entire Vali's Rajya is in Rama's hands now. Immediately, what should he do? If at all we believe The current world completely relies on terms and conditions, and we sign on papers for everything. If at all Rama was such kind of a person, he would have taken, documented everything, and he would have said, "This Rajya will be under my control until you get Sita for me." But Rama didn't do that. As soon as he got Vali, as soon as he killed Vali, he did the Pattabhishekam to Sugriva. He gave the Rajyam to Sugriva. That is his Sakshagati. He didn't keep any terms and conditions and documentations like legal documentations that we do today. He believed he is a friend of Sugriva, a true friend of Sugriva. He believed in him and he immediately did the Pattabhishekam. And then they started going to search Sita. So that is his Sakshagati. So who knows your Saksham really well? Only Sugriva knows it. And Janadi tava yuddhagatim dashasyaha. Only Dashasya, Ravana knows your Yuddhagati, no one else knows, because Ravana was the only one who did Yuddha. And what kind of a Yuddham did Rama do? And when Rama was in Yuddham with Ravana, there is one more Mantramurti which I wanted to talk today, and that Mantramurti is also described in our Rama Karnamrutham by Shankaracharya, that is Veera Rama. So now we have taken many Mantramurtis. One Mantramurti is, we have taken Kalpa Vriksha Rama, who can give our Abhishtas, who can fulfill our desires. We have also talked about the Mantramurti of Rama, where is Durvadalashyama. We have also talked about another Mantramurti of Rama, where I think Pattabhirama, Kalpavriksha Rama, and these Murtis. Now we will be looking at Veera Rama. Divya Syandana Madhyavam Radaradat Chapanvitam Vishanam. And then here Divya Syandana. Syandana is a chariot. And what kind of a chariot he is in? There are two types of chariots, Bhauma Syandana and Divya Syandana. Bhauma Syandana is something that's related to Bhumi, earth. The chariot that is made in earth, it is Bhavasyandana. Rama never had a chariot for the entire war. He was on the battlefield and he used all his astras. He was on the land. And on the 10th day of his battle, Indra himself came. Indra himself came and gave Rama a Divya Syandana. Divya Syandana is not a Bhauma Syandana. It is not a Syandana that is made on the earth. It is a Divya chariot that came from Indra himself. It is not related to the earth. It is not from the earthly realm. And that Divya Syandana came, and then Indra gave Rama a charioteer who is a Ratha Sarathi, that is Matali. And then Divya Syandana Madhyagam. On the 10th day of battle, Rama, the final day of battle, Rama is in the Divya Syandana, Divya chariot. And Ranaradat Chapanvitam, and then the Rana is happening. Rana is Ranatinkini Mekala, a word we find in Lalita Sahasranama. When baby moves, her anklets also move. In that anklets, there are mubas. We call it mubba. Those anklets make sound. That is called Ranatinkini Mekal. And even Mekala is this particular waistband that has mekalas, that has Ranat Kinkini in it. Kinkini is a particular mubba or that anklet that makes sound. So Rananadat Chapanvitam is the sound of the particular chapa. Chapa is Sushara Chapapanim Sudhimanim. Dikshitar said that. Chapapani. Chapa is the bow. And when Rama was releasing arrows one by one, the particular chapa, the bow's string, was moving, and every movement of that bow's string made a sound. Ranaradat Chapanvitam Bhishanam. That sound was Bhishanam. That was fearful. And Kalagvikratimana Bana Kalitam. What kind of a Banam it is? Rama Banam. Janati Rama Tava Banagatim Payodhihi. Janati Tava Padubanagatim Payodhihi. That kind of a Padutvam in the Banam. And it is Kalagvikrimanam. It is equivalent to the Kalagni, that Pralayagni. And Gorastratuni Dayam. And what is Rama's back looking like? There are Astratuni is we call it Amulapudi in Telugu. It is where all the banas are kept. It is a holder of banas. It is a container. So usually we wear one Amulapudi here on one back side. And Rama was wearing two Amulapadis. That is what he is speaking here. Ghorastratuni Dvayam. He is wearing Ghora Astras. There are two the Tuni Dvayam is two Tunis. Tuni. There are two Tunis on one side and the other side. And there are Ghora Astras filled in that. And Sugriva Angada Ravananuja Marutputradi Samsevitam Sugriva Angada Ravananuja. Ravananuja is brother of Ravana, that is Vibhishana. Marutputra is the son of Vayu, that is Anjaneya. Samsevitam. All these people are with him. Ramam Rakshasa Veera Koti Haranam. Ramam, the one who is killing Koti Rakshasas with one bana, Rakshasa Veera Koti Haranam, Raktambujaksham Bhaje. The one who has eye, that his eye was full of redness at that point of time when he is in the battlefield. And how his eye looked like? His eye looked like a Raktambujaksham. Raktambuja is a red color lotus. It is full of Rakta Ambuja Aksham, which is like a petal of a red lotus. That kind of a Veera Rama is what we are looking at. that is Janadi Rama Tava Yuddhanatim Dasasyaha Janadi Rama Varadanuja Eva Satyam. This is what Shankaracharya Swami made, and this is 2 slokas we have completed today. And the next composition that we are performing is. So the next composition that we are performing is going to be Entha Sowkhyamani. As we have discovered, we have seen multiple Dhyana Murtis. So what kind of Dhyana Murtis did we see? Let us see one more Murti, that is Pattabhirama, a very famous Murti. So Pattabhirama is Ramam Virasanastham. He is sitting in the Virasana. Virasana is where left leg is on the top and the right leg is hanging freely below. And then Ramam Virasanastham Hritayagata Karodanchita Jnana Mudram. He is actually having his Jnana Mudra, Chin Mudra at his heart. Hritayagata Karodanchita Jnana Mudram. He has it at his heart. And Jananyasakta Hastam. What is his Dakshina Hasta? Right hand is holding a Chin Mudra. It is at his heart. And Jananyasakta Hastam, his left hand is touching his Januni, this part. And Jananyasa Hastam, Kshitivartanaya Bhushitam Vamabhage, his left side, Kshitivartanaya, the daughter of Bhumi, is sitting. That is Sita Devi herself. And Kshitivartanaya Bhushitam Vamabhage, and then Shakkone Vyaharam, here comes the Mantra, here comes the Yantram, Shakkone Vyaharantam. There is Shakkona, 2 triangles, and the Shakkona is there. Rama is seated in between the Shakkona and Vyaharantam. There are Vyahritis. Vyahritis. When we do Gayatri, those syllables are called Jyoti. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Mahaha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha. These 6 syllables are called Vyahritis. There is a Shatkona, and that Shatkona has 6 Vyahritis. Shatkone, Vyaharamtam, Pavanasutayutam, Manase, and there is Pavanasuta, Anjaneya sitting in front of him, in the leg at the Padam of Rama, and the Pavanasuta is actually Manase Manayantam, in his Manasam. As the title of this series is Manasa Sancharare Re, in his Manasa, with his mind, he keeps on remembering the Ramanamam and he is soaked in the Brahmana, the Manase Manayantam, Sugrive Sevyamane. Sugriva is on the other side, he is serving Rama. Dhritasharadhanusha Dakshine Lakshmanena. Lakshmana is on the other side. Even in the previous shloka, we have seen Ubhaya Pashpadalayoho, Bharata Shatru Sugrivaha, and Lakshmana was on the behind of Rama in the previous Murti. But in this Mantra Murti, we see Lakshmana on the Dakshina Bhanam, which is the right part. Bharata Sharadhanusha Lakshmane Lakshmanena, and Sugriva is on the left hand side, in front left hand side of Sita. And Sugrive Sevyamane Dhritasharadhanusha Lakshmanena. This is the Rama Pattabhisheka Murti. And according to Mantra Shastram, the Rama Pattabhisheka Murti doesn't really hold, according to this Dhyana Murti, Rama will not hold any kind of bow and arrow with him in this form. But in a few pictures, we might see it as Alankaran. Okay, that is fine. So this is one of his Dhyana Murtis as well. So see how many Dhyana Murtis Rama has. We have seen a Dhyana Murti, Pattabhirama, and Muthuswami Dikshitar also carefully has taken this Dhyana Murti, Mahamava Pattabhirama in the Ranga Manirangu. He composed a Kriti Mahamava Pattabhirama with this Mantra Murti. And with the other Mantra Murti, Dabbhashigana, he has composed Sri Ramam Lalitaradi Somam. Every single Mantra Murti is beautifully captured by all of these Bhagyakaras in their Kritis. And even when we talk about Sita Kalyanam, and I forgot to talk about one major Murti, that is Vishnu Rama. Vamanka Sthita Janaki Parilasat Kodanda Dandam Kare. On the Vamanka, on the left leg, Sita Devi is being seated, and Parilasat Kodanda Dandam Kare. Kodanda Dandam. Kodanda is his bow is there on one hand. Chakram Chodhva Karena. Chakra is on the other hand. Chakram Chodhvakarena Bhavyugalam Shankam Sharam Dakshine. Sharam is the arrow and Shankam is the conch. He is holding the Shankam and Sharam on his left hand. Shankam Sharam Dakshine, right hand. So Vamanga Siddhanaki Parilasat Kodanda Dandam Kare, Chakram Chodhvakarena Bhavyugalam Shankam Sharam Dakshine. Sharam and Shankam on the Dakshina, right hand. Vidbharam Jaradata Patra Niganam. Jaradata is Janaruha, the lotus. His eyes are like lotus petals. Jaradata Patra Niganam. Bhadradri Murti Nistitam. Bhadradri, top of Bhadradri, he is being seated. Bhadradri Murti Nistitam. Keyuradi Vibhushitam. Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam. He has all the Keyuradi Abharanas and Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam. Ramam Bhaje is a famous Mahuta in this particular Rama Karnamrutham. Previously, we have discussed one Murti of Kalpavriksha Rama where we discussed Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam, same Mahutam. There are some Pathantaras, Keyurad Vibhushitam, Raghupatim, Savitriyuktam Bhaje, the one with Lakshmana. But Bhadradri Rama is the one which we have kept here today for this event. we are remembering this Vishnu Rama. And what is the speciality of Bhadragiri Rama is that Rama is usually seen as Naraswarupa, in a human form. Because Rama itself is a Nara avatar. He never takes his Shankachakra, he never takes his Parabrahma Swarupa. But Bhadradri is the only place, Bhadrachala is the only kshetra where Rama takes Vishnu Rama Swarupa, where he is a Naranarayana Swarupa. He shows his Rama Tattva and also his Narayana Tattva by holding bow and arrow as Rama and holding Shankachakra as Narayana. That particular form is here in Bhadrachala, and we also have that Dhyana Slokam beautifully written in this picture here on the bottom. And this is one and only Parabrahma Swarupa. And similarly, Ayodhya is a body. Previously we were talking about Ayodhya, Deva, Ashtachakranava, Dwara, Devanam, Puragate. Human body is itself is Ayodhya. Bhadrachalam is also a human body. What is a Parvata? When we see a human body sitting on the ground, we see this particular base is so huge, and then we come ascending the human body, it keeps on decreasing. So see me, I'm seated in Sukhasana, there is a huge base, and then as I come forward to my head point, it keeps on decreasing like a hill. It keeps on decreasing like a hill. So human body itself is a hill. And that Bhadradri Murnisthitham, which means he is on the top of this particular, Bhadradri is our human body, Ayodhya is human body as we discussed, and he is on the top of this particular human body, which is the Sahasrara Chakra, which comes to Yoga Shastra. We have chakras, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara. Rama is seated on Sahasrara, which means Kundalini again. It comes to Kundalini. When Parabrahma, even Lalitambika, when we do Dhyanam of Lalitambika, we see Kameshwari, Kameshwara on the Kundalini, Sahasrara. And when Parabrahma is on Sahasrara, he touches the lotus. Sahasrara is a 1,000-petal lotus, and one of those petals will be melted, will melt when the Parabrahma Padam comes in contact. It comes via Dhyanam. We do a lot of meditation, Kundalini Yoga, then the Kundalini rises, and then it goes here top, and then the Parabrahma touches the particular 1,000-petal lotus, and one of those petals melts, and that will fall as an Amrita Varsham. And that particular Amrita Varsham, flow of nectar in the body, will purify all the 72,000 Nadi Mandalas in the human body. So this is the Parabrahma Tattva of Rama as well. So we have seen Rama as a human being, we've seen Rama as Narayana, complete Parabrahma, we've seen Rama as Naranarayana as well, both human and Narayana. So what is not Rama? Ramudu Kani Devaru Undedi Ramudu Kade. We discussed Rama is everywhere. We discussed Rama is in the Suryamandala. We discussed Rama is under the Suradramatale, under the Kalpavuksha, and at the ending, Jagamallanu Nindi Undedi Ramudu Kade is the word. He's there in every single cell of this world. Show me a place where Rama is not there. That is not possible. Don't ask where is Rama. Prahlada says this to Hiranyakashipu. When Hiranyakashipu says where is Narayana, don't ask where is Narayana. Say where Narayana is not there, because that kind of place doesn't exist. Everywhere Narayana is there. That same thing beautifully Atharvana Veda captures in Narayana Atharva Sirsha. It says Narayanam, Athascha Narayanaha, Uthascha Narayanaha. All these directions are Narayana. Antarbahishcha Narayanaha. Sarvam Narayanaha. Everything is Narayana. Where Narayana is not there, everywhere is Narayana. So now, every Dhyanamurti has its own beauty. And Tyagaraja Swami describes its beauty obviously. Tyagaraja being a true Upasaka of Lord Rama, an intense Upasaka, with an intense Upasana and Upasana Bala, he was able to sense Lord Rama's presence, and with that sensing, he saw Lord Rama. How beautiful you are! In every individual Mantramurti, Patavirama, Kalyana Rama, Veera Rama, Kalpavriksha Rama, and other Rama Murtis as well. How beautiful you are! Entha Mudduga unnavu. How beautiful, how much beautiful body you have, how much beautiful structure, how beautiful that kind of structure is also mentioned here. Here is Bhagyanam Paripakaya Bhavya Rupaya Mangalam, he says. How beautiful you are, Rama. Your Tattvam is beautiful. Again, it's not about the description of a body here. He is not describing the body. The Rama Tattvam is being described. How beautiful. What a beautiful Tattvam. What an adorable Murti Chandravat Priyadarshanaha. Entha Mugdo, Entha Sogaso is what Tyagaraja Swami says in the Raga Bindu Madhuri. And the next performance will be Entha Mugdo, Entha Sogaso.
Gayatri Vallabha Tarune Entha Sowkhyamani Gayatri Vallabha Tarune Entha Sowkhyamani Entha Bhagyamu Dami Kama Entha Bhagyamu Dami Kama Cinta Krantu Lai Naru Entha Bhagyamu Dami Kama Cinta Krantu Lai Naru Entha Sowkhyamani Gayatri Vallabha Tarune Entha Atami Dakanura Sakuda Sulai Atami Dakanura Sakuda Sulai Satta Bhagavata Vesulai Atami Dakanura Sakuda Sulai Satta Bhagavata Vesulai Dutta Pala Ruchi Teriyo Samyame Dutta Pala Ruchi Teriyo Samyame Dhuri no Tyagaraja Dutta Pala Ruchi Teriyo Samyame Dhuri no Tyagaraja Entha Sowkhyamani Gayatri Vallabha Tarune Entha Sowkhyamani.
Such a beautiful kriti it was.
Yes.
So such a really beautiful kriti by Sri Tyagaraja Swami in the Raga Bindumadi. And I wanted to talk a few words about this. And even before I conclude this, I wanted to talk about the first thing I wanted to talk about it is that I'll say as we kept on moving from Tyagaraja Swami Kritis, as we kept on moving from Kritis of Muthuswami Dikshitar, as we kept on moving from some Dhyana Kritis, Kshetra Kritis, and even philosophical questions, and even many more. I'm sorry, I didn't cover some philosophical questions in the video. There are even philosophical things in Tyagaraja Swami's Kritis are lot. There are many philosophical Kritis of Tyagaraja Swami. Deep in Advaita Vedanta and generalized philosophy as well. Music related Nada philosophy, Shobhila Saptaswara, Nada Sudharasam, and deeper philosophical terms, I would say Moksha Galada and all these would be more deeper with respect to philosophy. And this Kriti of Sri Sadguru Tyagaraja Swami actually describes about Yenta Muddo, Yenta Sogaso. See how beautifully Tyagaraja Swami is talking about Lord Rama when Lord Rama appeared in front of him. I don't know the exact situation of this particular Kriti from Tyagaraja Swami's Charitra, but I'm sure that Tyagaraja Swami would have experienced that Brahmanandam when Lord Rama comes in front of you, that Rupam, that Divya Rupam, and what kind of a Rupam it is when here we talk about it, what kind of murti it is. Vedanta Vandyaya, the one who is being Vedanta Vedyaya, the one who is being told by all the Veda and Vedanta, Meghashyamala Murti, that Meghashyamala Murti with the dark complexion, and Pumsam Mohana Rupaya. Again, this has a very different meaning. I will not go deep into it, but Pumsa Mohana Rupaya is very poorly translated when some people wrongly even translate it into the one who can even attract men, but that's wrong interpretation of that particular word. It is when it's rightly interpreted, I would say Pumsam Mohana Rupaya. Pumsam is Purusha, upon Purusha. And what is Purusha? Is Purusha refers to Pureshavan Karoti Purusha. The one who sleeps in a pura is called Purusha. Pura again doesn't refer to a city in general terminology. Here pura refers to Ashtajaka Navadvara Evanam Purayata, the body. The one who stays and sleeps in a pura is called Purusha. And Purusha here refers to every human being, every animal, every bird. Samasta Jarachara Jagat is being referred to here. Everyone. So every soul. Pumsam Mohana Rupaya refers to that particular Rupam to which every soul is attracted to. This is maybe a little better interpretation compared to the previous one. Pumsam Mohana Rupaya, Punya Shlokaya Mangala. And why did I say every soul? Bhagavad Gita, we see a word Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarvabhutosti Sarvabhutashastitaha Ahamadischa Madhyamcha Bhutanam Antamevacha. Krishna says this. Krishna Paramatma says, Aham Atma Gudakesha Arjuna, I am the Atma, Sarvabhutashakastitaha, I am everywhere. So that means the one who is inside every Sarasara Jagatta, every Prani, Samasta Pranakoti is himself Rama. The one who is deluding the Pranakoti is Rama. The one who is beyond the Maya delusion is also Rama. The one who is everything is Rama. Ramam, only Rama. No one else. That is Nadvitiyosti Kashchit. According to Narayana Upanishad and other than Veda, Nadvitiyosti Kashchit Evam Veda it says nothing else, no secondary thing exists, only him. That is what Advaita even says, only one. And Advaita doesn't really say, when it comes to Advaita, we should be a little more philosophically deeper, because Advaita says it is not even him. I mean, Rama is fine. You understand Rama, that is Saguna. But Saguna, Nirguna, we both Nirguna as well. When Nirguna comes, only Nirguna Brahma is the only thing exists, no second thing. Dvitiyosti Bhayam Kashchit. Narasimha, when we talk about Narasimha removes fear is what we say. He removes the fear from a person. And how it happens is when we do a Narasimha Upasana, when we go deeper into it, Narasimha removes the feeling of secondary objects. Only Narasimha exists. No secondary thing exists. And in such case, Dvitiyosti Bhayam Kashchit. When we think there is something else, only in that case we have Bhayam. And when there is nothing secondary, there is no Bhayam itself. There is no Bhayam at all. And that is what Narasimha Upasana teaches us. Anyways, when we talk about only Rama, there is one beautiful sloka with respect to Samskrita Vyakaranam, which explores all the vibhaktis, Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti and all. Rama Sita Sameyato Nivasata Hridage Sanujam Rama Milde. Rama Sita Sameyato, along with Sita, Nivasata Hridage is in my heart, and Sanujam Rama Milde, along with his brother Anuja, that is Lakshmana. And Ramena Shina Papaha, Rama reduces my papas. Shina Papaha, my papas will get reduced. When I think of Rama. And what kind of a papa? Trividhamapi Kritam Karma Rama Dadyat. So Trividhamapi Kritam, all the three types. I do karma in three different ways. Manasa Vacha Karmana, with all the trikaranas. All these trikaranas, all these karmas that I have done with all my trikaranas, I am giving them to Rama. I am Samarpanam, Atma Samarpanam. And Rama Anyam na jane, nahi kimapi Maharamanam na samanam. Again the Ramanama Mahima comes here. Rama Anyam na jane, I don't know anyone except for Rama. Nahi kimapi Maharamanam na samanam. There is nothing that is equivalent to Ramanamam. And here we see Rame Pashyami Vishwam Bhuvanamudinam Pahimam Ramachandram. I see the whole universe, the entire universe, and Rama himself. Two things. I see Rama in every part of this world. And I see the whole universe in Rama. This comes from an ideology, from a karma veda. Sarvam jagadidam tvatto jagate. Sarva jagat is born from you. Sarvam jagadidam tvattas tishtati. Sarvam jagat is actually inside you, is growing into you and getting nourished inside you. Sarvam jagadidam tvagi laganeshati. It again gets dissolved in you. Sarvam jagadidam tvagi pratyeti. The same thing. The same thing Krishna Paramatma also talks to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. He says, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam sa bhagi pashyati. Whoever sees me everywhere and whoever sees everything in me, tasyaham na pranashyami, sasame na pranashyati. For him who sees me everywhere and for him who sees everything in me, he has no destruction, I have no destruction. There is no pranashyati, there is no nasaram for him, and he realized he is me. That is Aham Brahmasmi. It goes deeper into Vedanta, and there is no destruction. There is no pranashyati. That nasasame na pranashyati. And I think I didn't do justice to explain this particular. I didn't justify the sloka properly. I didn't do the justice properly to the sloka because this sloka needs this sloka again needs 1 hour time for me to go deeper with respect to the philosophical aspects. But yeah, when Tyagaraja Swami did the upasana and when the upasana phalam came, and after a lot of upasana, it's not easy at all. It is crores of Ramanama Japam. After doing a lot of that Japam, Tyagaraja Swami has the Bhagyam to see Rama. Rama Sakshatkaram has happened. He got to see Rama, and that Bhagyam, what a Bhagyam it is. That cannot be articulated as well. And Tyagaraja Swami immediately composes Entha Bhagyamu in the Raga Saranga. And now the next piece in this performance will be Entha Bhagyamu in the Raga Saranga.
Bhagyamu ma palagalye Entha Bhagyamu ma palagalye Bhagyamu ma palagalye Bhagyamu ma palagalye Bhagyamu ma palagalye Yavaridumu Jagamula Kenta Bhagyamu ma palagalye Yavaridumu Jagamula Kenta Bhagyamu Chantaderi Saujanyodai Parigi Chantaderi Saujanyodai Parigi Chantaderi Saujanyodai Parigi Chantaderi Saujanyodai Parigi Cinta baga dola ginti brochi tivi Cinta baga dola ginti brochi tivi Cinta baga dola ginti brochi tivi Entha Bhagyamu ma palagalye Yavaridumu Jagamula Entha Bhagyamu Muni Samipamuna Vela Munulangallanani Madhililalache Mununi Samipa Munavelayu Munulangallanani Madhililalache Tinnaganu balana jesinaglu Tinnaganu balana jesinaglu Tinnaganu balana jesinaglu Nannu brochitivi Tyagaraja Nannu brochitivi Tyagaraja Nannu brochitivi Tyagaraja Nannu brochitivi Tyagaraja Entha Bhagyamu Palavalgitivi Yauvarilumu Jatamulalo Entha Bhagyamu
Such I don't know, it's soothing. I should say it is soothing. Ragas like Saranga, even Hamir Kalyani are so soothing, right? So, such a beautiful kriti. I mean, this soothing came from Tyagaraja Swami's darshana. When Tyagaraja Swami was absolutely wanted to have the darshan of Lord Rama, wanted Rama Sakshatkar. And when finally at a point of time when Rama himself gave the Sakshatkar to Tyagaraja Swami, he had no words. I mean, he's a Bhagavekara, he'll never run out of words for sure, but that feeling cannot be articulated, to be precise. And then he says, Entha Bhagyamu. And I do not know the lyrics, but there's some line in Anupallavi. Can you sing the Anupallavi again?
Chantaderi Saujanyudai Paliki Chinta Bhagadola Ginchi Broji
Yes, that point where Chinta Bhaga Tolakinchi Brochiti, that point, that actually hit my. When I connect dots from Shankaracharya's Rama Karnamrutham to some kriti of Tyagaraja Swami to a kriti of Dikshitar, I keep connecting dots, and this connection sometimes intuitively comes. It is not something that I bring out of thinking or something. And when I listen to this, Chinta Bhaga Tolaginchi, when Chinta comes, as I was previously telling, before the song, I just told that Viti Yosti Bhayam Kashchit, when there is secondary thing, that Bhayam or any emotion only is caused because some secondary existence. And when you know there is no secondary entity to exist, you know there is only one entity that exists. You and Brahman. You and Brahman are the same again in Vedanta. When you go deep into Upasana, Sagunat Nirgunam, and in the transcending phase, you realize Brahman is the only entity. And you realize you are the Brahman. It is not as easy as how I am telling. It is not easy to experience. It is not as easy as telling to experience that particular fact. It needs a lot of sadhana. It needs a lot of Vedanta vicharam. There are two things that people have to do. That is sattvic sadhana, tattvika sadhana. You have to do a lot of sattvic sadhana. Again, the sadhana should not be rajasika or tamasika. It shouldn't be vamacharam. It should be sattvikam. Sattvika sadhana, tattvika sadhana. You have to keep on questioning yourself. Who am I? What is the world? What is the existence? And what is the cost? What is the cause? What is the effect? Understanding who, understanding what, and understanding what is the reality, questioning yourself at that point of time. In Tivra Upasana, you realize that you are the only existing entity and you are the Brahman. And at that point of time, there is no secondary entity that exists. And when there is no secondary entity, there is no bhayam, there is no emotion. There is no emotion. That is called Vitaraginam. That comes in many kritis. Vitaraginam. Yoginam. That thing, even Vata Ganapati, Muthuswami Dikshitar talks about that. Kind of Vitaragam comes only when you leave the Raga Dveshas. that is this word that I took it from Narasimha Upasana. The same applies for any Upasana as well. That's a universal formula. And in that particular stage of point of time, in that peak point, Tyagaraja Swami also said, Entha Bhagyamu, I reached the peak stage. I had the fortune of reaching the peak stage. I had the fortune of experiencing the Brahmanandam. After a lot of Upasana, after composing multiple krithis, going through multiple emotions, putting himself in multiple perspectives, and after getting guidance from many people, Tyagaraja Swami got guidance from Narada Maharshi, Santi Venkataramanayya, many more people. So, getting guidance from gurus, Sadgurus, after a lot of Tivra Upasana, after a lot of life, you have given me this fortune. And I can't articulate that feeling. Entha Bhagyamu. That is how Tyagaraja put his feelings in words. Sri Sadguru Tyagaraja Swami, Dikshitar, and even I wanted to put a few more krithis like Marivere Dikkavaraya, Patnam Subramanya Iyer, and Raghuvamsa Sudha, and even few more krithis of Patnam Subramanya Iyer, and even Ramnath Srinivas Iyengar and other composers as well. But due to time restrictions, today for this episode we are restricting to a few krithis of Sri Tyagaraja Swami and Dikshitar only, and definitely in the future episodes we'll be going through other composers as well. I think we didn't do justice to the theme of Manasa Sancharare Re. I think, in a point of view, I think we have explored of kshetra krithis, we have explored philosophical questions, we have explored mantra murtis, we have explored mantra shastram, we have explored themes and perspectives like Ahalya, Hanuman, set by Tyagaraja Swami, curated by Tyagaraja Swami. That is also Manasa Sancharare Re. I think that has fulfilled the title, and at the same time, I feel like there is something that I still have to cover. And when it comes to this kind of aspect, when it comes to spirituality or philosophy, there is something that you have to keep digging into. There is a lot. You keep digging and you get a lot of content. So I think I can wrap up this episode with a Mangala. Thank you very much. First, I would like to give a vote of thanks first of all. Today I am here in the stage. I have learned music, and I'm also studying Vedanta and philosophy. I'm a researcher of the spiritual sciences. I'm a final year BTech student. I am a final year BTech student in Geetham University, Vishakhapatnam, computer science, and I specialize in AI ML. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to give this introduction before, and this is because me doing my academics in CSC, and me also simultaneously pursuing music as not just as a passion, but as a really serious study, and me also studying spiritual sciences and philosophy simultaneously. This definitely needs a constant support, unwavering support, and I received all this unwavering support for maybe the past 11-12 years from majorly three people. That is my parents, Sri Saripalli Ravishankar and Srimati Andapuri Tirumala, and I would also love to mention my guru, my Sangeeta guru, who has taught me music, and today I am singing these many krithis, who has taught me a lot of Sangeetam with a lot of patience, and still I am learning under her. She comes from the lineage of Vidwan Sri Adi Ramanuja Garu. She is Vajra Kameshwari Garu. She is a disciple of Sundara Bhagavatar Garu. She has taught me music, and I should extend my heartfelt gratitude and vote of thanks to these three people primarily. For me, even doing a YouTube channel and posting regular videos on Indian philosophical content and spiritual sciences and music, and encouraging arts and spirituality in Gen Z like me, as well as something that my parents have done. It's a huge step forward, and I would like to see if more people, if more people do this, I would be really happy for this. I extend my heartfelt gratitude, and I will be always extending the same. I will be always having this kind of gratitude in me towards my parents and my guru. And also for this episode, I would like to thank Saket, because he was a part of Anahata's first event, that is Tyagaraja Aradhana tribute online, and even the second online event he came, he stayed with me, and he has his own words. Yeah, sure. And he is a student of JNTU Kakinada. He'll give his own introduction as well. He is also a computer science student, second year. He'll be soon getting into third year. And he has always been with me. He knows a lot of music. He is a disciple of Srimati Saganti Umakaru previously, and now
currently under
and John Prasad Garu.
Yeah, that one, that's Vara Prasad Garu. And Saket has always constantly supported me when it comes to music. He has a lot of
Just
patience.
curious about music and love to study more about philosophy.
He has a lot of patience to sit here. He did a lot of. We had a lot of fun doing events, and our events are mostly unplanned. We never planned for events. Tyagaraja and this event also, we have never prepared for this.
And I'm very fortunate to find a friend like Ishaan.
I am fortunate for finding you as well. And we have done all of these events unprepared, and definitely we'll be coming up with more content with a lot of preparation, and we'll try to deliver more and more better quality of content for sure in the future. And we are planning for a second episode of Manasa Sancharare Re in Lord Shiva, exploring Lord Shiva with Shivananda Lahari. And let me not give you spoilers. I will not give you spoilers. We have Panchabhuta Linga krithis coming up. We have kshetra krithis of Dikshitar coming up. We are exploring the Ishaan Swami krithis and many more. And I would give the mic to Saket if he wants to say anything. Please come back.
So, as Ishaan has already introduced myself, and I am Sai Saket. I am currently studying BTech, and I'm now entering into third year, pursuing computer science and engineering. And yes, I'm very lucky to be performing, and actually this is my first time making YouTube videos, and I'm actually learning quite a lot from this experience, and I am very much grateful to my parents for their constant encouragement and support throughout my musical journey. And I also love to explore various aspects of music, and not only the lyrical and musical part, but also the philosophy and the raga bhava of the composers while they were composing at that time. That is my main intention and curiosity. I always wonder how they were driven with so much focus, and how they always imagine, and how their moods were when they composed. Like, for example, take Entha Bhagyamu. Why Tyagaraja composed on this kriti only in Saranga? Why not in other raga? There are many such bright ragas to be composed. Why only he chose Saranga? And this type of questions I like to think about and study more, like selecting a particular raga and tala for composition. And this has been my main interest, and I'm still searching for the answer. I've not got a proper fixed answer yet, but I'm very curious and enthusiastic to find the answer.
I think I will answer. I'm not an expert. First of all, I am not definitely an expert at music or musicology. So I think I did some research with my certifications in music and diplomas and understanding of music with the guidance of my guru. I already did some research on the particular aspect, and we will be soon making a video on that as well, the impact of ragam and talam, the gati of a particular song and the emotion, and mantra behind it, all of these things for sure. And yeah, I think we can wrap this episode. Thank you very much.
మంగళం స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్యః పరిపాలయంతాం న్యాయేణ మార్గేణ మహీమహేషాః గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యః శుభమస్తు నిత్యం లోకాః సమస్తాః సుఖినో భవంతు. ఓ